Smash on to my path, been putting in work, I'm a true gym rat. Better make the right choice with a loyal voice. Trying to step to the boy, you might get mad. You don't want that, it's the bounce to your backache. Flick work crack to be gone in a flash. Hey, cheating through a game that's been rigged for the limbs. Can't control my strength, man, the boy too nasty, It's all me, yeah, 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 yeah. Bling, bang, bang, bling, bang, bang, boom. Bling, bang, bang, bling, bang, bang, boom. Now for the best, given what you know. When your fire comes out, living out will blow. But you better not test when I'm very happy. Let's bring out the team and that I'm happy. It's the best every day, living in bliss. Bling, bling, bling. No forgiveness if they poke, give a photo business. Then I cold, then you don't want this. So many tough, it be bluffs. I'll be cooking them up, the cream puffs. Bringing change to the system and need some. Said you were snapping, but some magic that I'm a has-been. So I had to go and debunk. Me like an OG, if you want that code, then leave it to me. The beat and the text, they ain't got the specs. Just watch me hex and you'll see. Listen. Mira, only wanna hear my God. Who the best? I'm the best. Okay. Oh, before I ever thought I'd give it my all. Be the best, I'ma go my way. Now singing bling bang bang bling bang bang bling bang bang boom. Now singing bling bang bang bling bang bang bling bang bang boom. Now singing bling bang bang bling bang bang bling bang bang boom. To the best, going all the way. Every day, me myself and I pay respects with that. Give way so there belongs to, there's no one else like me. Hey, hey, if I check, so never bother fixing my code. So cast away all that you say, cause my display's underneath my face.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill, I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I've lied to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Some days you go through the rain. Some days you feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive. But the day we see new light, I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I've lied to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
Before I knew the shoes of mine wild, tiptoeing through the rain so that you wouldn't have to doubt. Igniting you, it comes from me so true. Until I lie awake, not knowing if I'll see this through. I diss and cry, it Even if you're scared to move on and see this through. Let's go, let go of what you feel to reach new heights. And fly impulses, make your way throughout this fight. Tonight, don't you close your eyes, no matter what your heart cries. Cause this one is yours to give, no one for. The wind will guide you to victory. Just watch and soon you will be the most brightest star that has ever graced the sky up above. Come look your way, make the one to stay. Show what you're made of. Go above and beyond, let her all be cool for fun. Flourish at once.
It was freedom that held the knife. More excuses to cast aside. Gonna say I told you so. If we're out of luck and out of hope, shortcut to be a star. Wasn't born to raise the bar. When deciding what all is right, everything crumbles down and drowns alive now. Feeling, open your eyes, embrace the call and screaming freely. Let's get 'em. So give in yourself. You giving yourself the best shot. You're giving yourself. You're giving yourself the best shot. Don't you gotta get so what you gonna get? Swear it. Don't you dare forget. So you give it your best shot. Go reach out to get ya. Gotta go reach out to get ya. Just go reach out to get ya. Gotta reach out for it. Go reach out to get ya. Gotta go reach out to get ya. Just go reach out to get ya. Just get in, get out, get onto it. Can't remember to forget who had lost the bet. Now I'm racking up the kills, gotta pay the bills. Hit the reset, being grateful. Won't catch me, got level. Not feeling, I'm finally indestructible. No breathing, no ceiling, no ceiling. Let's get 'em. To抜けろ僕らはいつでも孤独のそばで正直なんだな涙をこらえて笑顔をなくしてたほんの少しの興奮で心砕けてしまいそう立ち上がって走り出せ前にしか進めないんだ傷つけない傷つかないその手はもう離さないいつでも奇跡は起こせると信じてたい悲しみにさよならをするのさほら怖くはない孤独じゃないよ僕たちは北風が吹いて切り開け運命を今突き抜けろ泣き虫な僕に君がその手を差し伸べてくれた強くて優しい心なくさないように忘れないように守りたい突き抜けろ確かめろ風向きが行く先だろうもういい風を味方につけた僕はもう一人じゃない立ち上がって走り出せ前にしか進めないんだ傷つけない傷つかない
once again, someone is not here on time. That is crazy bars.
Oh,
Don't do the moan. Don't drop the moan like frame one. We got work to do. I should probably wait for DA for some of these. But as far as the My Hero videos, we were always going to do more My Hero videos. We can't wait until Because Reasons to do them. There's too much to talk about. Yeah, blame the cats.
100% the cats.
What did they do?
Yeah, what they always do. Well, that one always. Both of them, really.
Yeah, okay. Have you guys ever tried chopped cheese before? Cough, 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 tricks.
So much happened in that stream, I don't know what the chopped cheese is.
Hey, I didn't even watch it yet.
Hey.
I'm going in. Whenever we do it, if we ever do it,
It's not going to be an if. It's going to happen.
I'm going in.
So fun.
Raw.
Good on you.
Correction. My Hero Academia is overrated, generic garbage.
Boy, man, I don't see anyone talking about My Hero.
And that's the crazy thing. Like, to this day, you still have people talking about Naruto, even Boruto, whatever. You still have people talking about it. You still have people talking about
and
these
it's
things.
airing.
And there's nothing.
I'm
This
like,
is
what?
the end.
People are not talking about this.
Some emotes. More My Hero Academia Revisited. Let's go. Yeah, like we were never not gonna do Revisited. That sound you heard was DA moaning. I can't remember what it was for. I feel like it was something Bricky said. But don't quote me on that. Damn, I thought the next time My Hero would be for Because Reasons. No. Like I said, there's too many My Hero Academia videos out there for us to just wait for Because Reasons. Because our next Because Reasons is Naruto. And then we're probably going to do a shorter one. Maybe like Star Wars movies or something. And then eventually we'll get to My Hero. But you shouldn't even think about that until next year.
You need to watch those movies. Oh, we can do Vigilantes as well.
Yeah. So, yeah. Like, for sure, don't even wait to, like, next year. You should be looking for the Because Reasons on My Hero
Love
Academia.
One
If we're
Piece
still
Forever
alive and
says,
still doing the channel and all
just
those
watched
things,
Solo
because
Leveling.
everything
I like it
could
granted
happen
the
at any point
characters
in
are
time and something's
non-existent.
going off.
Yeah, the Solo Leveling, as long as you are absorbing it for the reason, aura and all that stuff, whatever, have fun. Again, liking and calling something good are two totally different things. Y'all gonna wait for Astro Royale's epilogue chapter to come out with the final volume before.
What a glorious week.
Boy.
When I saw that was big cast, oh, the smile on my face. Because it was consistently in the bottom 3, consistently in the bottom 5. Volume sales drop, and I'm like, kill the goodwill. I know that he was a manga with Tokyo Royale. Get it out of here.
Tokyo Royale is crazy.
What was it?
Tokyo Revengers.
Oh, yeah, that too. But get it, and they did it, and I'm so happy. And Kyoshi was in the top 3 for this week. So, and I'm so happy. It just needs to get them volume sales up a little bit, but there are things doing way worse, so it's going to be safe for a good second.
There you go.
Things are happening. Oh, it's so... Get it the... I cannot wait till we do that. Canceled. Showing it. Because we got to do...
You Astro Royale now, yeah.
Because that's the headliner. Get it? Pack Watch Bozo.
Jay says, give us that Astro Royale when it's canceled.
Yeah, no. We have a whole canceled early shonen stream coming eventually.
I think I have 18 suggestions that people gave in the Discord.
And that's in the vein of the what's going on first impressions of shonen. It's going to be first impressions of these canceled series. But I'm glad y'all are talking about the... will DA rant like in the old days about My Hero Academia because I
Can't
missed
be
them
controlled.
so much.
If it happens, it happens.
I'm glad y'all are talking about the Demon Slayer video that DA made since Trigger didn't get the video, was completely satire.
He did not even know everybody. So many people said that it was, and he just closed his ears because of that screenshot of someone.
Yeah, I truly don't know who that person
I'm
is.
so happy that I used those points. I'm so happy.
Because then he uses it as evidence that it is them. Because
Yes.
it's the same points when I don't know who that person
But
is.
he believes that it's us, and nobody's gonna tell him otherwise. So it's like, whatever you say, here's the points.
Unbelievable. And the crazy part is, he has gone into DMs with us multiple times. He's called you that DA mother multiple times. That name has never been associated with us.
Not once.
I don't know what he's doing. Snake Eater, yes, Snake Eater, that song is fantastic. Too bad we aren't getting the One Piece vid anytime soon from Triggs. Back burner. I tried to explain it. Jinx, why would you explain this?
Oh, Jinx. Jinx.
Jinx, there was like two other people. Like, why are y'all going to Triggered telling him what we're doing here?
Jinx, that was...
We were fuming.
I do not understand.
It was...
Because that could have ruined it.
Yeah,
It
like we
honestly-
could have not gotten this Triggered stream because he could have looked at that comment and other people's comments going, oh, I guess this is just a joke on me. Let me not do this.
I don't understand why you would go there. Because the whole point of making the video, and I obviously can't say that the point of making the video is to get Triggered to react. But he drops the community post, the video of going drop the video, and then I drop the video. People should have realized, oh, I see what's going on here. And I'm not gonna fault anybody for not understanding.
Especially people that aren't fans of us.
Yes.
Because a lot of the things within that video are fans, they would understand. But there's people just searching up Demon Slayer that'll see that video and think it's real.
But the whole thing is just to go to him and go, hey, don't do a video embarrassing yourself on this fake video. I just don't understand going to him and saying that.
The person was me. He asked me to text him the points before the debate so he could do research. Unbelievable!
God bless, thank you for helping my video.
Zextra?
Triggered is so stupid, he never would have listened anyway, so I thought it would be funny.
It was not.
The potential for it. Because what happened after that was he put up that community post going, oh, these people are saying that it's fake. And that opened more people's eyes to the potential that it could be fake. So somebody that he trusted could have been like, hey, yo, this is actually fake. So it may not have been you, but it could have been a snowball effect of 5-10 people going, no, this is clearly fake. Don't do this, Trigger. That he might not have done it.
Yeah,
and
we're about to get the
potentiality that he could not have done it because of one of our people made me furious.
We're about to get a bear doing backflips, and you're poking the bear to get it to roar and go, well, you should be a bear. Don't do backflips. No! I need the backflip.
I said,
big, Zex, big ups for those points.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
But I forget who I said it to, but I said, it's like, Triggered is skateboarding over the Grand Canyon, and it's just like, oh, let me set him on fire first. It's like, no, just let him do the stupid thing. You don't have to add to it.
Drop the video.
Drop the video. I wanted to go into his comments going, drop the stream.
It's so crazy that he like dropped the video, and then he took 3 weeks to do it so he could gather all this evidence.
Panels for that ass.
Because he said at the end of his stream that he hasn't even finished, he hasn't moved yet.
He was hungry for that W.
It's hungry for it. What did Trigger do? He bit hard on the April Fool's video, which is what we wanted.
Leo Luster says,
Obvious
someone you could have
reasons.
trusted.
Obvious
This guy is burning all
reasons.
his online
Obvious
relationships. You messaged you.
reasons.
That one guy you
Yeah,
debated in
no,
all
so
those
what's up?
Discord. He's
Boy.
no even.
Boy, that doo-dooed all over his TTS.
Someone he could have trusted. This guy is burning all his online relationships. Yumasuke, that one guy you debated in all those Discord, he has no one. Yeah, Maybe I don't know.
I don't.
It's
know.
okay, Jake. Just like in the future, think about this. Thank you for the super chat.
You know, it happened, so it's all cool. But if it didn't happen, it would not have been all cool. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's funny because I googled those points and found them.
Why did he ask for them to be messaged to him before
I didn't even really care about Demon Slayer like that, but he was begging for somebody to debate him on screen, so I said, hey. So that's what it was.
And thank you for saying that, because those points were bad. A lot of them were bad. Some of them were just like, okay, yeah, sure. But some of them just like, what am I going to do with this? And once we get to the list, there's one that I just cut out completely, because I was just like, I got nothing. This is just stupid.
This last week has been crazy for Triggered. I forgot how unhinged he is in his live stream. No wonder he private deletes them. Yeah, he gets sometimes adult only struck with it. Like whatever that's called, I forget. But yeah, like he says
age restricted.
He says outlandish.
Lisa says,
what are we doing? Can y'all stop doing it this way?
That 2 million points.
What are we doing?
Divine Instinct Goku.
Million, what are you
Ultra
doing
Instinct
here
Goku,
with
True
this fake
Divine
money?
Instinct Goku.
Where do you start?
I'm starting on the TTS, but I don't see it. Maybe they deleted it. Yeah, I can't see it. How do people support Triggs? Triggs is in that same LTG. The other dude that he initially thought we were calling him.
Young Defiant.
Young Defiant. It's real like big bro energy.
If you like his energy, you're gonna like him.
Yeah.
The insults, the man, I don't care stuff. You know, he's funny sometimes, legitimately, but you know, go back up to that. I saw Scat Dance.
Thank you, Gabo, for the super chat. Oh, that's probably what it was.
I can tell you.
DA, what chapter of Scat Dance have you not read? Also, BG, where my fat 2 million points. It wasn't 2 million. I think it was like 100K. Thank you for the super chat, million. DA, is Time Machine ready? How does it feel rewatching old episodes with your My Hero Academia glazing?
It was good back then, number one, and number two, the time machine meme is dead, and we're not laughing at that anymore.
I disagree. Yeah, the sound with DA moaning, I don't know. DA late again, scam.
The cats.
Dang, I just saw that he made another post about my original comment. Don't blame McChicken for lateness, DA.
It was specifically McChicken.
I'm glad everybody understands that McChicken is the trash cat.
The poop cat.
He's the suck cat, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. If it ain't gonna work out, you're cooked. Honorable seppuku. If that did not work out, y'all, we would have crashed out. We would have crashed the out.
Legit. It would not have been a stream. It wouldn't have been a video. Nothing. It was Scat Dance chapter 259, 260, and 261. That's when I realized that it was ending, and it came just after one of my favorite lines in all of manga and anime.
Are we doing T23?
Not today, probably.
And I want to fly too, so I was just like, nothing's gonna come close to that, so I'm just gonna hold off for a second. So
next week
it's those 3 chapters.
Next week is DSP. The week after, we'll probably do some T23. It's been a minute.
If you know we wrap this up fast, we can maybe throw
we'll see. We'll see how long this takes. What's up, BG and EA? Thoughts on the latest One Piece chapter? I haven't read it yet.
Did they have a chapter this week?
Yeah, I think it was on break. I'm gonna watch My Hero Academia Vigilantes if I have time to. Astro Pack Watch, truly a royal celebration.
Oh, they did.
Astro Royale is finally getting the axe. Let's go.
Get in there.
The Astro Royale brain rot is crazy. I forgot it existed. Okay, thank you. Yep. Triggered is just stupid, and he was talking about you guys in his recent stream. He just said he wasn't gonna talk about it.
No, that was.
Oh, I was about to say, oh my god, there's no way the next stream he's on it. Yeah, we'll see. All right. No, we're not gonna watch it on stream. Yeah, we haven't even started yet, Raven Feather. So let's shout out the names and let's get started here. What's up, Gabo? C, Sploded Hope, Priscilla, Zaldonix, Racketeer, Jay is Gay, Kurayami.
He got on the Sploded thing.
Yeah.
It was one of like 2 things that he called out for my mispronunciation. I was just like, I've done like 9 of them, Triggs. Point them out.
Shrimpo the Shrimp, Jinx, Jay, Jerobo, Slug, Anko, Meme, Unknown, Love One Piece, Fatalis, Greymon, Pizza Steak, Bum God Jika, Zextru,
10 minutes.
Sebastian, Blaze Rider, Varia, and Raven Feather. 10-minute what? Oh yeah, no, that was 10 minutes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's 10 minutes.
Jay says, you guys have to see his new dragon design. It's one of his worst.
Oh no.
When's gonna be the next camera stream? We need more Discord sticker. Probably the T23 stream whenever we get back to that. We'll do it for T23 streams. Like this is a T23 stream, and
if
everything
we hit the
great
funding
around.
goal.
Yeah, let's get into this because we've stalled long enough. We are talking about My Hero Academia. Truly was ellipses, not even ellipses, 2 dots. I wonder why people keep using 2 dots. Description, boys. A tad bit late posting, but I just wanted to give my thoughts on the ending of one of the best shonen stories out there. And
oh boy. I hope you truly still think
this
that.
is by
Thank you,
Alex.
My Hero Academia.
Alex
the Hall
is
of Fame. Let me check. Let me add that to the potential revisited list.
What are we doing out here?
Very much.
Oh, I see Goku. I see
Thank you very much.
Jotaro. Bleach, maybe? It's hard to... No, that's Naruto.
Where is it?
Toby Cats. We're not watching a 10-minute video on stream as we watch this 12-minute video on stream. Are you okay?
Is YouTube okay?
Toby.
Thank you.
There you go.
Oh, he's a black guy. Boo!
Young man, I came here to thank you. Tell me about your life, even the crowd. I'm not done. You told me you didn't have a power, so when I...
This is flashbacks to the Spider-Man guy.
Whoa!
Yeah, no,
There are
what's up?
stories about every hero. Their bodies moved before they had a chance to think. Almost on their own.
It looked like they tried to do the motion comic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're doing too much, buddy.
That's my cost. Sorry, different channel. This different video, but peep my war.
Bro, the body pillow.
As I will not shame body pillows because I had a body pillow that I won at an AMV contest, and it was very
Sploded
comfortable.
Hope all over my pants. Says, this is the AMV that's gonna play during the final punch in the anime.
They refunded me too. They just did not give that money out. But this is a guy that clearly bought it.
I can't say that.
There's nothing but women over his walls.
I understand that, but that doesn't mean
We do not shame fellow freaks. Okay. The hidden lolly.
Warhammer costume. Anyways, as of the moment of me recording this, it's August 5th, and today marks the official end to My Hero Academia's like 10-year journey. And I gotta be honest, I'm kind of sad. Like, part of me wishes this series went on for like just a little bit longer. Even talking about it just kind of gets me like,
man, I don't see how you can wish that happened after those like 8 chapters of post-war stuff where it's just like, hey yo, wrap this up. Todoroki family still, let's go.
The only thing I could think of is he wanted more of what are these characters doing out in the world as opposed to just going, hey, Red Riot's like number 8. We did not need more pig, man.
like emotional because My Hero Academia kind of impacted me in a way that I'm just gonna.
The 60 frames per second edits are the
It's
worst thing that happens to anime.
I get straight into like without My Hero Academia, I don't think I would be the person I am today. If I'm gonna be
Yeah, most things you've absorbed in your life shape you in some way, shape, or form, even if it's just to further your understanding of what you do and don't like, or do consider good, or and don't consider good.
honest, because to me, My Hero is one of those
Racketeer
series that
says, honestly, he's right. Have Hori take a break and properly address the important stuff and give them time to breathe.
Yeah, sure. If he wants to create a extra volume,
Sure.
do that.
At his own pace, because he's got the money to just sit back and then just say, hey, here's something.
I for sure think the Noel family drama is better written than Todoroki's. Todoroki's is too hard. Like, they want you to feel good about the people you're supposed to feel good about, and
no.
bad about the people you're supposed to feel bad about.
No, Sugar Man did not do anything remarkable in the final war, this past movie, or the movie prior to this past movie of My Hero Academia.
it just feels generational. Like I don't care if we agree or not, but to me, it really feels like a generational type of story. It's a story you can only really experience once in your life. Like, you know how the
I said this when we were doing it, but it's crazy to me that somebody believes that My Hero Academia,
Yes.
and let's just say he lived to be 70 years old, this is the only story he's gonna read in his life that makes him feel this way.
Even if he reads 5 reads 5 manga and considers them generational, My Hero Academia shouldn't be one of those 5.
Curry, I also don't care what people buy. It's just a remark, but I have no thoughts on Mikasa.
Like I said, I had a body pillow, and it was comfortable. That's why I still had it.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, her dream was to have tea, which she could have had.
kids who grew up with Dragon Ball, there's kids who grew up with Naruto, there's kids who grew up with One Piece, and they're like adults now. Yeah, that was pretty much me with My Hero Academia.
And
Hey,
that's
I grew up
why.
with Dragon Ball.
Yes, and it stinks.
And it stinks.
I don't care about growing up with something. The impact that it had, how it changed you, that's all fine. But you just going, yo, I grew up with this. It shouldn't mean anything. Because some things just get thrown off to the wayside as you realize that there are better things out there.
Fellow ALXers, can I read Vigilantes if my Hero Academia knowledge is first 2 seasons of the
It's
anime?
probably better to read it only with that information.
Tail Guy's dream was to be flashy, as if there's anything stopping him from doing that.
Yes.
I used to like Naruto, and I grew up and realized it's trash.
I
I grew up
used
with
to like
Dragon
Naruto.
Ball,
Lester says,
and now I think it's whatever.
oh yes, I'm gooning it. You got a goon to Chinese cartoons. Tasty.
Bad job, robot lady.
People grow up with garbage shows every day.
Yeah.
It means nothing.
It was the girl from Spice and Wolf. So if you consider her to be a lolly, then yes. Was she naked on the other half of when you flip it over? She was. She was covered with hair, properly placed though. So, take that for what you will. But yes, I did have that. And I'm just gonna say, because I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say, I don't know. But nope, that's what I had, and I won it, and it was comfortable. All right?
You should put more emphasis on I won it as opposed to
I didn't want it. I
you
won it in a contest.
There
we go.
I remember watching it when it first aired back in 2016.
Hollow is 15, DA. I used to be invested in
Excellent.
Naruto, and now I despise it, so My Hero Academia will not have any special treatment, especially if it's worse. It is worse to me because I think the highs of My Hero were higher than the highs of Naruto, and the lows are lower.
Yes. Early My Hero is not in the day good, where you just go in the day. Back in the day, Naruto was good as it was. No, now
Ask
it
these
is good.
niggas about the fucking lollies.
I was like I was in high school. I was a sophomore. I was like 16 at the time. I was
You
super
didn't
big.
grow up with My Hero then.
I was 12, I think 11, when Gohan turned Super Saiyan 2. That's growing up with Dragon Ball.
You're brain almost fully developed. What are you talking about? So he's 24, 25 now?
Yeah.
He ain't growing with this shit.
Like comic books, DC Comics, Marvel Comic, and when I first found out about My Hero Academia, I'm like, this is pretty cool. Something that's like not American, something that's not DC or Marvel. It really got.
MF Curry says, I grew up watching mediocre cartoons such as Fanboy and Chum and Johnny Test, which I thought I liked, but right now it's a horrible cartoon.
And there you go. Like, everybody, eventually you're going to recognize those things you liked are bad. And there are going to be things you go back to try to figure out if they are good or bad. And there are ones you're going to avoid to make sure they stick in your mind as good. I will never rewatch
But we
Burger.
can't even talk about growing up because the mom was 16. We can't. That's not what we're doing anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I grew up with Naruto, and that's around the time I got into Naruto.
Guys, I grew up with My Hero Academia at the ripe age of 37.
God, I hate seeing Bakugo. Get him off the screen.
It stinks.
Got me invested, and from then on, it just kind of like changed my outlook on anime. It like gravitated me into this new.
But that's the thing. Yeah, so he was a superhero fan. He got into My Hero Academia, and he recognized that his storytelling is quite different from typical Americanized superhero media. So it felt fresh and really good to him. But the things within My Hero Academia are just kind of standard in terms of if you had read enough of them.
But it's...
I've never seen Adventure
in
Time.
terms of anime and manga, yeah, but we don't know how much anime and manga he read before reading My Hero, or if
Yes.
this was the gateway into anime and manga.
Yeah.
Type of
He did say it was my gateway into this new medium, it sounded like.
changed my outlook on anime. It like gravitated me into this new type of genre. It really introduced me into the shonen, into the romance, into this Saizen series. Like it.
What romance?
Okay, no. He's saying
It's
because-
introduced
yes.
him into. But you can just tell it introduced me to anime, and that covers everything. You don't need to be like, oh, there's romance anime. Of course there's romance. Whatever.
It really got me invested heavily into anime.
Corey, you're like 12. Shut up.
Because without My Hero Academia, I don't think I would ever be into like anime conventions, anime cosplay as much as I am today. Because to me, My Hero Academia impacted me in a way that like if it wasn't for that.
But if you like an anime or a manga, let's say half as much as My Hero Academia, and you go, yeah, this is pretty good, you surely would have been like, let me go find one that's great. And that would have also gotten you into anime and manga. It wouldn't be like, this is alright, so I'm just done with the whole media as a whole.
I grew up in Yu Yu Hakusho, Beyblade, and Dragon Ball GT.
Yep. 46 years old.
That series, I don't think I would be the person who I am today, if I'm gonna be honest, because it changed my life. Like for better or for worse, it like changed who I am. Like it made me into the person I am. Hell, I have a Midoriya tattoo right here on my arm. Like this series.
First off, you're not explaining how it changed you.
Yes.
Did it make you into a more hopeful person? Did it make you into a more optimistic person?
And it's clearly like he likes Spider-Man. So what did you grab from My Hero that you weren't grabbing from Spider-Man media?
And also, we can't see the tattoo because the camera is not on you. So
And
when you
that's
go
the-
right here.
125 says, God, these 60 FPS games. How do you think this was okay seeing characters grossly slide into place?
People think that is cool, and I have no idea why. And it's crazy because he started the video with the camera on him, so he had the capability and willingness to show the camera. So, show the camera. Show the tattoo.
This really means a lot to me, and it probably means a lot to some of you guys who grew up reading it, who grew up watching it from day one. Like, I started the series at 16. This series ended when I was 25. I'm currently 25, and yes, I'm happy. Like, I'm happy the way it ended. I can say I'm pretty happy to like...
Because you were so emotionally invested in it, because this is a thing that changed your life. You can't really understand why it's not good.
Yeah, I would like more critical thought into exactly the good and the bad and everything. Because when you take a step back, it's just like, oh no, this is bad. It didn't take me too long to realize Naruto was bad. And My Hero Academia has been bad for years now.
He's willing to make terrible edits. He can simply take a picture of his tattoo and show it on screen. Talk about it then, you bomb. Talk about it then. Why would anyone get a tattoo of an anime character?
I don't have a tattoo of an anime character. Don't look at me like that. And I won't be getting one in my next couple of tattoos. So, get felted.
I guess so. I guess I am the feel
Yes,
here.
you are.
I have experienced this story once in my life, and I really like that.
Yes.
Like, I really like.
Yes, it is a story that you... Well, not really. You can experience it in any time. But for the first time, I guess. But even still, that's not something to be, like, bragging about that you've experienced something.
Yeah, like, everything you've experienced in life is something you experienced once in your life. A pepperoni pizza and a bacon pizza are two different experiences that you have experienced once. I have a Devil May Cry tattoo. I'd love to get the Raccoon City umbrella on me.
Like that. And I know some people have had issues with the ending, mostly because they're not really satisfied. They don't feel like this was a satisfying conclusion. But in my honest opinion, I like the ending. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. I'm gonna be honest.
Why not? Why isn't it?
Fucking dull! You
have
have
nothing to say.
It's not as boring, so you're
As bad.
bad. So you are admitting that it is bad, just not as bad as people say that it is.
And you said that people weren't satisfied, but you have to understand why they're not satisfied if you're going, it's not as bad as y'all say. I am also a tattoo virgin, Sebastian. I don't have one yet. I have other things to do first. But I will get some. It's still bad even if you like it, but that's the thing. Too many people conflate the things they like and the things they find good.
These clips are 240.
240p, 60 FPS.
I know not too many people are really satisfied with the
It's
conclusion
just so slow.
of My Hero Academia. They find the ending kind of weak. They say, "Oh, Deku went from like being a superhero to getting a 9-to-5 job. That's so lame." Blah blah blah.
No, that's not the problem.
Yeah,
You shouldn't be
engage in
listening
the
to those.
discussion. It's not simply that he got a 9-to-5. Is we don't really see him grappling with it. He's just kind of cool with it. The story is built on a lie of this is how I became the #1 hero. It's just like, well, technically I did.
So
Like,
let's recap
and
the
then
situation.
the other technicality is
I
when we
did
all
nothing
became
wrong.
#1.
Okay.
And then he turns to the camera and goes, "I would have always been a teacher." Like, no, you wouldn't.
That's
Shut up.
That's that next chapter cover up. We're just like, all right, here's all the issues, and here's him just going,
Sebastian
I'm
says,
cool with
7
this.
Deadly Sins is already looking better than this video.
That's essentially what the in Trunks and Gohan thing.
Yes.
Of Trunks going, Gohan is happy, and I am happy for Gohan being happy, and anybody watching this should also be happy that Gohan is happy. Okay.
How would you guys describe something as generational? Like, would you consider Avatar: The Last Airbender as generational since people talk about it and compare it to other
I
things
would
too?
say so because there's so many American media that say this influenced my style or my storytelling, and as opposed to episodic TV shows. That's one of, not the first, but it was one of the biggest ones that put that into the forefront of, hey, we can have a running story in a kid's show and have it be episodic as well. I would definitely say so.
I'd count generational as something influential within the span of a 15 to 20 year period.
Because people are still talking about Avatar.
Yeah.
And My Hero videos are hard to find. I'll say that. Look at Spitter's book. Sell at 0 copy. It's sold 1 at least.
I've seen all the things online, people clowning on Deku. Like, in my opinion,
Hey, sir! Talk about how you feel about this thing and not people being mean poo-poo it. Just say, hey, here's what I find positive about it, here's what I find negative about it.
I don't think we read the same story. The fact that some of these people think, oh, Midoriya could have ended up like this, the story should have gone this, blah, blah, blah. It's the same way people were complaining about the Attack on Titan ending. Yeah, that ending may have been controversial, but I liked that ending. That ending felt a bit more realistic.
Don't laugh.
This dude, he's just trash. That's all that's happening here. I wonder what they don't like. Cause I, as somebody just outside
Ooh,
looking
Viren
in,
says, straw man, straw man, straw man.
the bird thing, the My Hero thing, it kind of stinks. So I wonder what his arguments for the ending is.
But I don't even know what his arguments for the ending are here. He's just going, they're saying it's bad and nah.
But I liked it.
Realistic, like, getting off topic from My Hero Academia, the ending for
What? Mark!
Attack on Titan honestly felt realistic because no matter how much peace there is, at a certain point, that peace is gonna end and then war is gonna restart, and then you get the same war.
Okay, you're looking at it as
escape from this mother. Where does he come from? What, Mark?
You're looking at it as purely that. You're not looking at it from the character perspective. You're just looking at it as, well, war happened again, so that was the point. It's like, okay, but what about the ending with Mikasa? What about how people felt about what Eren did and Armin's acceptance of it? There's a lot more than just, well, this happened and it was fine because it's the theme.
And that's My Hero's ending is pretty theme.
Realistic does not equal good.
Eren is cook.
changes. But despite the AOT ending, the My Hero Academia ending,
Bro, this 60 frames bush, he's got
You think he made it or he found
He
it?
found it. He just looked up the 60 frames like, this is cool.
I feel like it ended off in a
Rocketeer
really
says, AOT praise must not be allowed. I demand this to be banner.
high note. In my honest opinion, Deku
The mouth
basically
noises
got
was
what he wanted
crazy.
at the end of the day, because in the ending chapter, it pretty much states that it's been like almost 10 years since the battle with
It doesn't pretty much state. It does state.
It's fine.
Rocky. He became one of the greatest heroes along with the entirety of
These moms don't even know he exists. Kid was like, you real?
Deku is not generational, it seems. He is not generational.
Legitimately not generational. Isolated.
class 1A. He lost the embers of All for One or One for All. I always get that confused. And he became a teacher because he's pretty much powerless. He doesn't really know what to do. So he wanted to pass on his knowledge.
Wait. Where does it say he doesn't know what to do?
Yeah.
That's not, you're looking into that.
Yeah, yeah, with the whole, he just criticized people going, oh, the story should have been this and that, but now he's just extrapolating canon legitimately about this.
A different generation. And I really, really like that story because it's pretty much what Midoriya would do. It kind of reminds me a lot of Peter Parker and his journey, because if
No way. There's no shot. What is your mouth moisture level where it took you 3 seconds to swallow whatever spit you had and then edit your audio?
Class of a 21 pause.
out of Peter Parker and
MF Fury says,
his journey.
we need y'all to finish AOT. I would watch the because reasons for AOT. It is horrible ending.
We will definitely get to Attack on Titan.
It is on the list. The worst part is he doesn't start the sentence over. He continues as if that 3 seconds did not exist.
That is kind of what I did in my video, where I just had a long pause and I just left it.
A lot of Peter Parker and his journey, because if you guys aren't familiar, Horikoshi was really inspired by Spider-Man.
Yes, okay, even if, alright, fine, he's inspired by, what does that mean to your video? What does that mean to your love of it?
You didn't even talk about how it inspired you or changed your life or anything.
really likes Marvel.
Audio
Like, keep this
loud.
His mic is loud. I can turn it down a smidge. Or you know what? I could just turn the TTS and stuff up.
You can turn this down because it is a little bit loud for me.
Okay.
Illustration like from Marvel Heroes by Horikoshi. Like he's a big fan of Marvel comics as well as Star Wars. There's a lot of references towards some of those work.
I don't care. Generations are 20 to 30 years. Deku is within the same generation. Get this generational bull out of here.
He is forgotten.
You know, he's just forgotten because he's not out there right now shucking products.
In this series, especially with Midori, he shares similar like traits with Peter Parker, who's in the Marvel Universe regarded as one of the greatest, if not the greatest hero.
Hey, what are those traits?
Heroism, self-sacrifice, optimism.
You describe Superman. You describe Captain America.
It was a good manga lip smack.
Sebastian says, so guys, starts licking lips very uncomfortably. MHA is good.
Ever, because he's selfless, he does what he needs to, not because people ask him to, not because he wants a reward, not because he wants the fame and the glory, but because that's the right thing to do.
That's like 90% of heroes you just described.
Yeah.
If he can lend a helping hand to someone who needs it, then that's what a hero ultimately
but,
is. A hero.
But what about in chapter 1 when All Might said, if you want to help people, be a police officer or a firefighter, and Deku stomped his feet like, no, I want to be a hero. You can still help people in other ways, but he chose not to. He got to live his dream, and now he's helping people in a way that wasn't saving them by being a teacher. So this was always an option for him, but he wanted to be a capital H hero.
Hero is someone who can inspire. A hero is someone who can help you despite who you are. Even if you're bad, even if you've done terrible things, they can help you at the end of the day. And that's pretty much Peter Parker's whole thing as a hero. He does things.
Bro, that is legitimately Superman. What are you doing here?
But Deku didn't try to understand Shiggy. He was forced to jump into his mind and see all of his trauma. And then at the end of the day, it was just like, no, but I'm still gonna punch you and you're gonna atomize. So it was just him getting punched, and then Shiggy just going, thank you for understanding me. You've accomplished your mission, sir. I die without regrets other than the fact that I'm being torn apart by your punch. It's very painful. Ow. Dead. Generational.
Muv got the notes to that song tattooed on him.
The Spotify link. Yes, I think he's a very good creator. His big My Hero Academia video was a very, very good video. He liked some stuff that I didn't particularly like, but other than that, solid criticism.
Shiggy, you were the coolest dude. It seems he cares more about the message of the story than the actual story. Shiggy understood the theme and took it.
He was the catalyst for the theme. It was like the theme has now wrapped up with my death. All has been accomplished. Good job, Deku. Boy, I sure hope nobody writes a book about me, because my story ends in a tragedy that only you're seeing.
Yeah. He's allegedly read these comics, so why is he putting Deku and My Hero up on a pedestal? It's got to be the surface level love of some of these comics.
Because with great power comes great responsibility, and the fact that people are like,
sir,
we will. There's so many.
Always on Saturday.
Because these freaking monkeys out there chimping up.
Hey. And it's Easter, they get... Oh, and Good Friday in between. Boy!
We're not talking about responsibility.
I was going to talk about responsibility.
No, you weren't.
But I guess I'm not.
saying Deku / Midoriya is not a really good hero. He's such a mid-hero. They don't really understand his character because...
Who said Deku wasn't a good hero? I would say we don't have good enough instances of him being a hero, like actual going out there and helping people. It is the big bad, I'ma punch him. But at the end of the day, everybody came out the portal to punch the big bad. So it wasn't him doing it. It wasn't him going, this is I created this
Racketeer
muff
says,
or anything.
They're going to that guy's house because he burned down the whole neighborhood. He did not cook.
But it wasn't any of that. It wasn't, it was simply, you have inherited this goal, and it is now your job to punch that guy.
And on top of that, it's really hard to say that Deku is or is not a good hero because we don't really get to see heroes being good or bad heroes. So how do we frame his ability to be a hero versus like the number 9 person
Or Ida.
or anybody else?
I don't know. It's like some people didn't even bother to read the entire series.
I always hate the argument of you ain't even read this. Because obviously some people don't read this. But when people are just going, hey, chapter 1, he said he became the greatest hero. And now he's saying we all became the greatest hero. And he didn't become the greatest hero. What's going on here?
To be the superhero. He just wanted to be a hero. He wanted to be someone who can lend a helping hand. Yeah, he got to fight villains. Yeah, that was cool enough, but he wanted to be someone to inspire. He wanted to change the society of heroes.
Society of women.
I don't think Deku has ever said, I want to be an inspiration. The symbol of hope thing, blah, blah, blah.
I think he said he wanted to save people with a smile like All Might does.
Yeah, but that's just emulation of All Might. It's not necessarily I'm setting out to inspire people to be better.
But by doing that, you would inevitably inspire people.
Yes, but he's saying Deku wants to inspire people. And I do not believe that is a want of Deku. Just like I do not believe it is a want of Deku to change Hero Society. Because as far as he
certainly does not want to change Hero Society.
He thinks it's great. Like, he wants to be a hero because he thinks they're all awesome.
He's not talking about the consumerism of it. He's not talking about any of the money of it, of just going, no, we should be heroes.
The dark heroes.
He's not talking about the government interferences. Like, hey, you're not there's no jurisdiction to stop these people from burning to death in a fire. We need to in water hero over here or something. There's none of that. He just wanted to be a hero. You're looking at this is not the. Did you read it? This isn't the story that's being told. Martin Luther showed you. Ugh.
I will leave.
He was he stopped mutant racism in Nobel Peace Prize equivalent. He's getting for what? Going, hey, don't be mutant racist. Sit there and wait for things to change. I understand, like, hey, don't blow up a hospital, but there's a fine line between don't blow up a hospital and sit patiently while these moths beat and kill you until they get tired and just go, hey, this dog person isn't that bad.
I had a whole Martin Luther King joke with the speech and putting in Shoji's words and mutants and stuff. And then I saw how angry you were. And I realized.
Just thinking about that bullshit. It's just so bad. A low self-esteem kid wants to be a hero. That's what Deku was in the beginning and in the end. Yeah, and I guess he inspired him, but you know, what does the world know about what Deku did? He just punched the guy and he just...
Racketeer says, this guy probably thinks AFO is a generational villain because he's involved in almost every plot point.
But some dude rocked up going, it was me all along, I control everything, and then 10 minutes later, he's dust.
Yeah.
It's not like anybody was just like, yep, I can corroborate that. I'm in this dude's back pocket. No, it's just like, this dude is just claiming that he's the biggest, baddest muff, and then he dies by getting punched, and then it's just like, well, let's forget about the guy who punched him to death.
Going to fame, hero worship. He wanted to be someone who can inspire, who can bring hope and joy, similar to how All Might did. All Might didn't really care for the fame or anything like that. He did it,
but he sure did sign his name on all sorts of merchandise.
Yes,
he sure is driving around in a Lamborghini.
Yep.
Maybe that's explained to vigilantes, but it seems very weird because he doesn't see any problem with the consumerism or the hero culture as a whole.
To be someone to inspire others, and that's what Midori is doing.
A dog with peanut butter. Like, what are we doing here?
In the ending, yeah, he became a teacher. He fulfilled this goal of being a superhero. He's now teaching a new generation of heroes, passing on his knowledge. Yeah, everyone he's met.
What knowledge? We don't see him teaching. He went on 2 missions to actually save and help people. If it's just like, okay, you see a burning building and there's nobody around that can stop it. You are tail guy. What do? Do you try to tail your way up the building? Do you wait for the people?
I'll tell you.
Deku does not have that experience to say what you could do. So what is he teaching? What is he doing?
Do your best, kid. Like, you can read that in a hang in there poster. Mom, and they could have AI generated some bullshit.
He tells that kid, like, hey, your plates can sustain, like, weight, so you can use it in this way. But anybody can tell him that. He's not like this dude is some super quirk dude. He's analytical, absolutely. But anybody can. Quirk counseling should be like, here are all the applications of what your quirk are. Because that's what the example they used before. It was just like, hey, there's somebody that has a water quirk, but then they realized that the quirk is actually
why would you change your icon to Dr. Pepper?
It's actually like materializing the water around the air and not creating it or something like that. But anybody, there should be specialists that can tell you that, and not just some dude walking right by that sees you once and just go, have you changed my whole perspective on how my quirk works?
But we've already seen that they're ill-equipped to do those types of things when you, again, have that kindergarten teacher who just has to deal with these 15 kids with vastly different powers, just kind of running them up.
So that should be the Hero Society thing that should be changed.
You know, and it's the best coconut flavored.
It's not.
Oh, Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Has like goals as a superhero, and they don't really have time to meet because like after high school, like I'm gonna be honest, from my experience, when people graduate, it's really hard to like meet up with them because people have different lives. Some people get married, some people have kids, some people get different jobs, some people.
Absolutely. We don't know the situation for anybody in class 1A.
Yep.
So we can't say that. Even if you have a job, are you busy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week?
Even if you have a job, it's not like they all need to meet up together every day or every week. You could meet up once a month. You can be like 2 people every weekend, and it could be 2 different people every weekend.
Especially when crime is so down.
What are these people doing that's so... Like, I ain't got no time for you, Deku.
Sero is Tape Guy's name. BG can attest to it. I didn't look up anything, didn't touch my phone.
What's his hero name?
Cellophane.
There you go.
I remember that because we were like, he brings the cellophane or something like that.
What do we be on?
It just flows.
Travel, like...
What's Sugar Rush's name?
Exploded hope all over my pants. Says. Also keep in mind also that hero work has got to be mostly on call jobs.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
There's patrols and stuff, but like...
But if you're not really doing anything when there's not really anything to do. Shoji Sero. Koda. No. Koda's animal guy.
Yep, Anima.
What's it begin with?
S.
I know it begins with an S. That's why I said Shoji Soda. What was his name?
That's crazy.
What was his name?
Let me know when you're done.
Sugar. I don't know.
Let me know when you're done. Don't look at
Sato.
that. Yep.
Yes. I didn't look. You saw I didn't look.
Yeah.
Don't try to flex on me when you can just look it up. I know Sugar Guy's name. What does that do for you? that is information that you can never apply to anything other than flexing on some guy on the internet.
That
I hope
doesn't
you're
know.
happy.
A guy that's reading a bunch of other shit.
Yeah, that couldn't care less about Sugar Guy. I'm the king of Sugar Guy. Well, good for you. Go bronze yourself.
Sugar Rush did nothing.
Ever.
If
If it was the future arc and he was just missing a foot, I'd be like, yeah, diabetes.
End of story.
It's so sad that Alexizz can remember bum class names, but probably don't know the capital of Australia.
Hey,
Hi,
if it's
Zaldana.
geography,
Honestly, the time skip it was a mistake, because what the hell did they do in the remaining 2 years of school?
Nothing. Nothing.
yeah, they learned. Shrug shoulders.
It's like that. This ending's pretty realistic. And think about it like this. The entirety of My Hero Academia took place within the span of 1 to 2 years, which is like freshman to sophomore. Like, these kids are just that. They're kids, and there's a time skip to when they're...
And they beat the greatest villains the world has ever seen.
A century-long villain ruling through the shadows. They just punched him, and then he fell over.
Adults when they're in their like 20s, early 20s. So like, of course things are gonna change completely drastically, and like, yeah, people aren't ever gonna be satisfied with the ending that they want because they were picturing something specific in their minds, and that's
No, they wanted people that were hinted to get together to be together. They wanted Muvs working jobs and hanging out and all this extra shit.
Horikoshi set up
because
the
I don't
Hero
give a fuck. It's
Society.
cartoons.
And then just went, yeah, they're just all in the Hero Society now. And it's like, I followed these mobs from 11 years. I don't want to just see a splash page of just going, hey, look at their new outfits. I want to know about what these people are doing. And I think it's perfectly justified to be like, this was disappointing because my favorite character is Sato, the sugar guy. And he always has been just the sugar guy. And he will always just be the sugar guy.
cool and all, you can picture, but the way that this ending left off, I think it ended off pretty well. Deku becomes happy, and at the end of the chapter, he ultimately gets a new Iron Man type of suit with the...
Do you guys think there's gonna be another movie? It'd be hilarious since the story stated that there are lesser villains. So if one comes up who's powerful, it's gonna be goofy like another AFO.
I could see the next movie being a final movie, and there is a big villain. It's not super big, not awful one, but it is a big villain, and that's how Deku loses his embers.
I was gonna say that 2-year span, that is a good time to do it, or it could be the post stuff, and we can see him actually implementing the new tech and stuff like that. But they burned the All Might clone thing. That would have been good for a super final one, but they burned it with the last movie.
Yeah, there's not a lot of directions they can go here, because again, villainy is way down, so you can't do the adult kids because it's cooked for any villain there. It's got to be like right after the All for One stuff, and it's got to be only really Deku can handle this, but he can't because he's cooked.
I think that it would be more profitable to do the time skip, though,
for sure,
because now we get to see a big acid. Mina does the big acid, and then somebody claps. and
I would if I cared about her now.
You get Karishma giving her the thumbs up, and you go, "Ooh, is there something there?" And you never get an answer, but you can speculate, and then that leads to further something.
And then the final chapter is just like, "No, we're not together." That. Oh, you thought? No, I just work next to her. I don't care.
Oh, well, why would you even...
Why would you set this up, Horikoshi?
Hokage, best Hokage.
Muff, Bean, kill that Bean stuff!
abilities of his previous power, as well as the abilities from like Shigaraki during that battle. So like he essentially becomes the Iron Man / Batman of the My Hero Academia world. And
He should have always been that. It would have been a better story.
Yes.
with his suit, he's still strong. Like, he's a character. He retains the ability. He retains the knowledge. Just because he lost the embers doesn't mean he doesn't know how to fight, doesn't know how to use power. Yeah, he can still kick ass, because at the end of the day...
We don't know that, because he was working for a year or two. During that year or two, he switched his style drastically. We don't know if he's still working out. We don't know if he's still keeping his body right by
stamina.
Yeah, we don't know anything about that. So you can't just be like, nah, he still knows this.
He's the greatest. He became one of the greatest heroes ever.
Yeah, you had to addendum that, huh?
Yep. Asterisk.
Came even higher than All Might. Bakugo moved on to the better things. Uraraka started a agency that helps and promotes other people. Ida became a good person.
And you see, Ida became a good person because he was terrible before. He sucked. But now he became a good person off screen.
You just got nothing for Ida. He's a good guy. Ida's cool.
Yeah, he's a good person. Like, all of these people up here are a good person, quote unquote. And Minetta's not in jail, so he's not out there diddling kids, so he's a good person at least.
Dutch says, have you seen the new content cop? It was horrible.
I have not.
I have never seen a content cop.
I heard that it was bad, though.
All the other heroes, all the other classmates of his became heroes. They did such wonderful things.
And that's the problem. This is one of these people that is satisfied with simply having the knowledge that they all became heroes. That Uraraka, cool guy. Yes, cool guys are trash. But the fact that Uraraka simply started an agency and stuff like that, they are happy with just having that knowledge and not any kind of further exploration of it. And that's my issue. I don't want to just see this, because I could have just opened this up, chapter 1, read chapter 1, go straight to here. It's like, okay, here's how all these people turned out. And it's essentially the same, because we have no knowledge about any of these motherfuckers or anything and what they're doing.
Yeah, they're basically new people at this point, and we have no clue what they're doing, how they feel about things, nothing.
How their powers evolved. Can Kaminari control his lightning without frying his brain? Does Belly Man's belly still hurts when he does? Don't know. Don't care.
What their day-to-day life is like. Like, there's people at agencies, there's people that are part of agencies, there's people that run agencies. Like, they wake up and then they leave the house, what do they do?
1010 was bored because it was just like, hey, yo, there's no wars. There's no need for ninja tools. So my shop is failing. I'm going to be out on the streets. I'm a war hero.
I'm a war hero, and I'm going to be turning tricks just to feed myself. This is a
35-year-old hooker. Ain't nobody going to want me.
This is off system, Naruto. I was your friend, Naruto.
No, you weren't, 1010.
Well,
we talked once.
I was there. I synced you with Kiba. I was rooting for who?
But yeah, we got that at least of her going, ain't nothing to do. And they quite plainly say villainy is down. But here we got a big splash page of all
the
them.
The final My Hero Academia movie is going to be a twerking butt booty naked oil contest between Mitsuki and Lady Nagant. That's the only thing that is going to be accepted.
Who's
if not,
Mitsuki?
We riot.
I am so happy you didn't mention children.
Who's Mitsuki?
Because I thought this was a play on the pan thing from the Lolly video. Yeah, I have no idea who Mitsuki is.
That's a really good way to end off the story. Yeah, there may not have been any character deaths, which kind of irritated me. If there's one thing I would have changed...
No. Deaths do not matter. I do not care
that noise.
If Mineta was just beheaded. Does not matter. Doesn't matter if Deku did the final big punch and his arm blew off. Doesn't matter. It's not simply consequences happen and therefore it's good. I don't care.
I would have liked to see at least some of the characters die, especially Bakugo, because I think that would have made a good, impactful moment for Midoriya's character. Even All Might should have.
No. It's all about the development of them. That's the only reason. I want Bakugo to die so Deku's even better.
But this in My Hero, you got the moment of Deku seeing Bakugo's body and then Rian out.
And it sucked.
And you got him coming back. So you already got... Wait, what development could come from that?
None clue.
As well as Gran Torino. I have no idea how he's still alive, but yeah, I genuinely like the ending of My Hero Academia. It was bittersweet. It was nice. It wrapped everything up really, really nice.
What was bittersweet
Did
about
not
it?
wrap everything up.
What was the bittersweetness?
The final shot of Deku looking at his best friend Shigaraki's ghost ... or whatever.
Cool.
And he's like, I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing that you wanted me to.
This
watch
is our dream, and I'm accomplishing it.
Anko says, 60 FPS footage is making me sick.
60 FPS horribly slowed down footage.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this muff.
Nicely. Yeah, people are always going to complain. It doesn't really matter how you...
Sir, you complained.
Legit complaining about the complainers.
No, he complained about there not being deaths.
Oh yeah, you're right. We didn't disprove what he just said. People are always gonna complain.
Quirk singularity. What happened to that? Well, it was explained when Shiggy did his a whole bunch of hands. It was just like, yes, his quirk it evolved, and this isn't really a quirk. That's why he still has it. It just is, but it isn't. And he got a lot of hands now.
No, the quirk was the hands growing, but the hands are part of his body, so it's not actually a quirk itself that we can shut down.
And that's what happened to it. Okay?
But he treated everything that happened as an it treated like a heavily, like it's legitimately everything was cool.
Go read the first two panels of chapter 158 and the first 3 of 407. We shall do that later.
People are always going to picture one way or another. So to me, I think this is a great way.
Why is it always a nitpick? Yes. Why can't it just be legitimate
issues?
To end off My Hero Academia, does it leave the possibility to leave it open-ended for a sequel? Yeah, absolutely. You could have a Shippuden type of ending for My Hero Academia. Is it necessary? No. In my opinion, I think this series ended off on a pretty high note. 10 years of My Hero Academia. Would it be cool to get like a mini-series of these characters to see what they're doing now? Yeah, that would be pretty nice to see. But overall, I like the ending of My Hero Academia, and the fact that it's went on for like 10 years is really nice. Like, I grew up with the series, and it's just...
No, you didn't!
Honestly, one of my favorite series ever. People can hate on it. People can say stuff about it. Yeah, the fan base may be a bit...
Why does he like this series?
I was just about to ask you that. It's like Spider-Man. That's what we got.
Weird at times, but at the end of the day, it's a pretty good story nonetheless. Like, it's pretty much about...
Wait, why you...
No, God, no. I do not want to see Baku's heroic origin.
Nobody's.
Why are you saying it's a pretty good story when in the beginning you said it changed your life and it's generational?
It's cool. I got the tattoo. My God, I grew up with it. It shaped the person I am. I would not be who I am without My Hero Academia. It's I.
6 out of 10.
About being a hero. If you guys like Peter Parker, if you guys like Spider-Man, this is pretty much like the archetype of Midoriya. He follows a similar trope. He follows a similar characteristic. And if you want a good Spider-Man story, I would recommend Spider-Man Life Story. That's pretty sad. It's a really, really good Spider-Man story.
Thank you.
Like, go read that. Hell, go read Ultimate Spider-Man, because to me, that's one of the greatest like Spider-Man runs ever. And I think
was Ultimate Spider-Man was I really like it.
We see where this mub's thoughts are if he thinks My Hero is good. So he's clearly fans of trash.
That story heavily influenced the work of Horikoshi when he was writing My Hero Academia. I can't really confirm that or not, but I do see a lot of similarities.
It influenced him. I can't say if it did or didn't, but
the layout also changed of the room.
Yes.
That is a... Do they sell?
And
now
he's
Zeno?
Pants says, Deku didn't once have to choose between his wants and his responsibilities.
No.
Like Spider-Man.
And then he's also holding the mic. Why say that? He's also holding the mic now.
Yeah. Why does he have...
Can we see the tattoo?
Why does he have a super glue box on top of his air conditioner?
Hey, sometimes some falls and you gotta...
What? You gotta keep your super glue cool?
Sure.
Have read Ultimate Spider-Man, then you can pretty much confirm that, yeah, you can see the similarities with, because Peter Parker in that story is pretty much 15, 16 years old. He does hero things, bad things happen to him, yada yada, there's a big war. It's really, really similar. But overall,
The big war had nothing to do with Peter. The big war, I would assume you're talking about Ultimatum, was really a Magneto thing. And Spider-Man, like the fallout of it, he had a tie-in comic, but wasn't necessarily a big war. Maybe the symbiote war? I don't think Ultimate Spider-Man had a symbiote war. I remember Gwen Stacy was Carnage, but that's about it.
when I was reading this chapter, I'm not gonna lie, it got me emotional. I did shed a tear or two while reading it because, like I said, it's the final chapter. I grew up with the series, and it just makes me sad that the series is ending. I liked it. It was bittersweet. People can hate on it, but that's just my thoughts on the story.
It wasn't your thoughts. You said nothing.
You gave zero thoughts, though. I don't know what you expected this to be, but it was not.
Good. It had its highs and lows, but overall, it's a pretty positive story, as well as the artwork is some of the best. I think Horikoshi draws some of the best, like, art and most of manga. Like, it's a really, really good series. I really, really liked it. Anyways, that's just my thoughts on the My Hero Academia ending. I truly think it was a generational type of story, but that being said, how do you guys feel about the ending? Did you guys want a sequel?
Let me know in the
Personally,
comments.
I'm happy with how it ended. So that being said, I'll catch you guys on my next one.
Like a 7.
I was thinking like a 5. That was bad.
Me and Spice says,
Crazy.
I think he likes it.
He thinks it's alright, I guess.
Yeah, it's cool. What ifs?
You know. It's my demon time.
All right, let's go through this video. Oh yeah, Ruby wanted the tag.
Really quick, I'm gonna show you, just in case.
Do I need to bring up Discord?
Yes.
All right. Yep. It's my demon time.
It is my demon time.
It's my demon time. No one's gonna stop the grind.
Unless I delete the video, in which case the grind does.
I think
stop.
his channel's gone.
What?
Yeah, I tried looking it up. I could not find it anywhere. I think his channel's gone. You know, call me slaying time. Gotta wake up for the makeup.
It's so bad. But
Getting
Trigger
Spitfire
talked about it. I'm just like, yeah, we got demons. We spreading it.
Every hit of Demon Time is a positive. Mom legit came to the comments like, yo, what was that song in the beginning? Moms love some Demon Time.
It's good. Fantastic.
It is the Hinokami slaying
What?
time. What happened?
Oh. And somebody said Trigger's channel is deleted.
No, you can find it.
No, it's there. Trigger channel is there. So yeah, go to the pictures.
Yep.
And this is just...
let me bring up the Discord entirely. Because I still have it for that.
Yeah, they might have misspelled it or something.
Yeah.
But it's totally there. I love how he unironically took the bait without his shield. He did think about it a couple of times, which is the worst part. But he had his evidence of, here it is. So, here's my evidence. Got him.
Yeah, and that's literally all he wanted and needed.
And he had it. And he thought that was good enough.
Why is the Discord not showing up there? Okay, I'm just gonna have to. Boop. There it is. So what's boop?
Crummy slaying time. It's my demon time.
It's my demon time. It's my demon time. Boop 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 boop. Slaying time. All right.
So
Holy
just
shit.
just
These niggas
simple
is cooking.
evidence of, hey, this is what the time that it was when it uploaded. I am not smart enough to fake these things, but I googled what time is the EST. It was on the 1st, almost 11 o'clock. Editing took a little long. I rendered it and then I had to go back and change something. There is the rendered version that was rendered at 10:22. There is the description of Triggered Senpai April Fool's video. Man, it sure would be embarrassing if he thought this was serious. And then the next one is the second picture. There's a second up there.
Oh, good.
Yep, just another. Here it is, scheduled for the 3rd, which it uploaded on the 3rd. Yeah, that's just showing consistency.
Yeah, it is what it is.
We have our text messages of the timestamps of us going, hey, look at this. If you go there, that's my document
Oh, yep.
of just to show my thought process when making this, because everything except for like one thing was not scripted.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some things that I did not get a chance to put in. Like, show up that screw.
Hold on. I'm going to have to bring, because this is a different window now. You're giving me all this. You should have told me there was a document.
I just thought about it.
Okay. Docs.
I don't know if you can go to the properties and see when that was made or not, but whatever. Doesn't
I
matter.
can,
think
but I won't.
Consistency has been shown, and I can provide more evidence if anybody still doesn't believe that it was.
I'm going to leave this big so people can actually see it.
Yeah. So I meant to show that screwed up picture where it had Tanjiro's father
Splendid
and
hope
crap
all
like
over my
that.
pants. Says, was every mispronunciation scripted then?
Look in here and you will see Sasik is capitalized. They're all either accomplished is right there. They were all scripted. Everything was scripted. But if you go up a little bit, show the screwed up picture. I wanted to put a tiny fart sound in, but I was like, nah, screw it. Persona Music, long pause, put the fake picture of Oda in. I got that in. MangaRead.org has some really bad translations, and there's a part where the translation is terrible. Capitalized author, objectively wrong. Yeah, this is the script. I got the OST because that's the one was always something that I wanted to do. I was like, but it would be cheesy, so I'm not gonna do it in the actual video. But I had to put it here. If you go down, you'll see I have like chapters because. Luckily, my job is so slow sometimes that I could just sit there and just go, okay, this was a chapter, so I can just put it here and then get it later. Go up a little bit. The Comey thing, show Naruto in Japanese, show 4Kids for Luffy, muted for copyright, all there. Boondocks down. Until, from a baby until now. Let me just see if there's anything else interesting. This is just so fun to do. Neurological big ups.
All timers. Password.
Show crocodile poorly photoshopped into the background. I did a good job because I was just like, I got my mouth in. I got my pride. There's the plot hole, and that was the punch. 3.5. Say 5, put 4 on the screen. Scripted, absolutely. Kikabichi. I actually had to re-record that because I said it right the first time. So it's like, nope. Exploded. Big up for Exploded. Didn't even spell exploded right. I knew what I meant.
Say 5, of course.
Nothing big there. Next up, put 6 on the screen because I just stopped saying numbers at a certain point. It's so much in here. Yeah, I got the episodes or the chapters in there, chapters of that. Put a random emoji on screen. I didn't do that, unfortunately. No, I think I did. 7.
We'll see the video, so.
Yeah.
Racketeer says, how TF do y'all put more effort into this more than he does in his videos?
The series could have been done in chapters, say the wrong chapter. Yep. There's me going, I was rambling a little bit. None of that was scripted, completely scripted. The college dropout thing, it was that was actually one of the things where I was just like, I didn't mean to put the Kanye thing there, but I already had the 808s, and I was just like, I could put the other college because it's right there.
Yeah.
Yell QB or show Naruto character yelling it for number 9. I didn't do the Mary Sue clip. It was getting the crunch time.
Yeah.
Go up. There's the power scaling thing. All the power scaling. I was just like, where is this going? I'll figure it out. Demon Slayer has no stakes, and then I show all the things that doesn't have stakes. Go down. Westeria. Yep. Tamayo, no numbers because this was number 11, technically 11.5. Because make no mistake, there are 12.5 reasons in this top 10 reasons why Demon Slayer sucks
All
video.
Over my pants says, why isn't it not explained?
Why isn't it not explained? I think that's there as well. Why ain't it not explained? It was the hallucinations point. No, government. Why isn't it not explained? I said, why ain't it not explained?
That's crazy.
Right there. And there's the list where I tinkered it just to make it see. He didn't watch it though, which killed me. But yeah, that is my thought process. So the way that I did the video, it was late on Sunday night, going into Sunday morning. I think Triggered had done the video on us, and that's why the reason I was staying up. And I was just like, I really want to just do this. Yeah. This list right here, and just say that it's our real things and have it be an April Fool's video. So BG agreed, and I was just like, can I do this? And that's a lot of my art stuff, where I just go, especially with the albums and stuff, I was just like, can I do this? And then I get into it, I'm just like, well, I'm already started, so I will figure out a way to do this. And I'm with it. In 3 days, I have to script, record, edit. And I'm just like, and find all this stuff. And I'm like, the recording will take the shortest amount of time. Whatever, if I screw up, it stays in. That'll take an hour max. The scripting, I can just bang this out because thankfully these were here. I didn't have to think of my own points. Number 11. Why didn't they send multiple Hashira to leads on Upper Moon Demon? Sending one at a time was wasteful. I was just like, I got nothing. Whatever. So I just cut that one. But yeah, that was my thought process. Just like, I'm already here. I have this thought. Let's go. So Sunday, it was scripting for about an hour and a half. I think it was 2 hours max. Gathering a couple of panels and stuff that I knew I was going to use. Panels for that. Monday after work, I recorded. And more gathering of all the clips and stuff that I would need. Explain yourself, you baby! Tuesday was editing. And from the time I got off of work to uploading it I got off at 5 and I started at like 5:30. So it took about 5 hours to edit, kind of lazily, because it was a lot of just like, I want to do this, but I can't.
Don't got the time.
I ain't got the time, so we can go into the actual video.
All right. the Discord and get to the video.
I'm happy that it was just over 10 minutes. Yeah, this is just some old bush that I found, that I just wrote down. It's in the Demon Slayer font, which is funny because later something happens with the font and then it changes, and I can explain that as well. But anyway, people really ignore legit, freaking objectively outrageous letdown. Seriously, that was the first thing that I wrote because I'm like, I wanted to be in the video that this is an April Fool. So if you take the first letter April, it spells out April Fools.
Thank you, your wholesome bro, for re-upping to the bums.
It's my demon time.
Oh yeah, the trash can, of course, is triggered. Use trash can.
And this is just some random stuff that I found. The background with the paper crumbled up, that's something that either Seth the programmer or Swag Kage used.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah, and I used that, but then I looked back and Triggered used this as well. So I went, oh, well, perfect.
It's my demon time. It's my demon time. No one's gonna stop my grind. It's my
Leah Luster says, "It's my triggered time. It's my triggered time. Cannot stop my cry. Ing."
Demon Slayer is awful.
That I was just like, I shouldn't be spending so much time with this. This is eating up my time, but it is the editor in me that was just like, because I found the PNG of the logo, and then I got Demon Slayer from a font website, and then came in, and then I was just like, well, I just need a sound effect as well, so it's like, and then I'm like, what? How do I bring the other part in? Well, it slides away, and this one comes in.
Demon Slayer is awful.
And then it cuts right to the da-da-da. Oh, I like that. I legitimately like that. And it cuts to black. I think that's good. Arc is very good.
Yeah,
and
one of the best Persona
and
songs.
A lot of these Persona songs are legitimately just random. Except for that one. I was just like, this muff will enjoy this.
It's poorly written, the characters are bad, the author can't draw, and people that like it are objectively wrong.
I don't know, man. That was just like, this is a little dry right here. I need something. And I'm like, oh yeah, that meme of the yelling guy.
Why wouldn't somebody look at this right now and go, this man is on bush? This should have been the first indication, dude.
Now, I could go on in a 4.5 hour video, but I'd rather keep it.
Triggered's Just Stop video was 4.5 hours.
Beautiful.
That's why I said that.
Holy shit. These niggas
I can't. I draw you as the soy jack already. It's too late. I'm drawing you as the soy jack.
I've never watched it.
Says, the acronym for April Fools in the intro is the type of shit One Piece theorists look
The rope bush.
I don't have it on my watch later. It's in related videos because I watched something related to it. I think it was YouTubers that ran ops for a genocide or something. And it's just in that vein because Ethan Klein was part of that thing.
And through the whole recording thing, this was not to emulate Triggered or anything. It was just me going, I'm gonna annoy Gavin by speaking slowly. So
it was a rib on Gavin too.
Yeah, the Persona music is a rib on you.
Yes, of course.
The power scaling is also a rib on you.
Yes.
So I was just like, this is just me having fun. So I have to go back and re-record a few things where I'm just like, speaking too fast, pull it back.
This as sick as possible.
These niggas is cooking.
Thank you, Triggs. As sick as possible.
A 4.5 hour video, but I'd rather keep this as sick as possible. So I have
didn't even finish possible.
Nope.
A list of all the problems.
A list.
Not intentional.
But it sounded like
I understand.
You put emphasis on it.
0% intentional.
Crazy.
But I'd rather keep this as sick as possible. So I have a list of all the problems that I found when I was rereading this series for reasons. This is in no particular order, but it is the top 10 reasons why Demon Slayer is overrated trash.
Overrated is not in there.
It's also a little bit rushed, so please excuse me if there's any mistakes in this.
I'm happy I put that in there.
So let's get this started with...
Pause.
So,
that is Demon Slayer font from
so
a
let's get this
website
started with...
that provides that. But they have a limited number of downloads that you can do per day. So after I think number 4, it just changes completely to just another font. And I'm like, this is perfect.
So going to the very first episode, this may surprise you, but nowhere in the English dub or the Japanese sub or dub does Tanjiro say that he ever...
I don't know, man.
Nowhere in the English dub or the Japanese sub or dub. Like, how are people? Are the standards of YouTube analysis videos so low that moms a minute in are going, hold up, this is bullshit.
Yeah, I think I pronounced Tanjiro 3 different ways in this video.
to become a demon slayer. As you know, it's important for a shonen main character to have a dream and for the audience...
Hey, person in our comments, I'm so sorry you took this seriously.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm so sorry you did.
Later. As you know, it's important for a shonen main character to have a dream
Rocketeer
and for the
says,
audience...
DA, this part wasn't intentional. Triggered A, how you got something wrong hangs up on it for 20 minutes.
to know what that dream is. This is easily accomplished by having the titular character verbalize this. Naruto says his dream.
How are people? How did your main channel get shadow banned? That's crazy.
And here, I was just like, I want a high quality Naruto, I want a mid quality One Piece, and I want a low quality Kobe. Oh man.
Luffy says his goal.
I'm gonna be king of
I'm like, I'm trimming it, and I was just like, no, I'm leaving this in. It could cut off after I want to be king of the pirates, but it's not gonna. and I think there's a ghost frame after the Naruto, if you could go back, because there's a whole bunch of little ghost frames.
Oh yeah, in the very beginning of the video,
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
Luffy says his
Right
goal.
there.
I'm gonna be king of the pirates.
How?
Look, there's some tight editing in this video. How could people think you left this in intentionally? For what reason?
And that's one of the things I wanted to do, was just go One Piece, and then after I say One Piece, it comes on screen. But every time I say something, it comes on screen on time. And I was just like, if I could change it, I would have changed that just a little bit so that the image appears after I say the thing. This is when I knew it was a
I
joke.
feel bad that I thought this was serious for even a second.
There are times where, so part of the issue is it's hard to know when we're going to be serious about this because we've never really done anything like it. So is this what we would do? But once you get into it, the arc should have tipped off the fan. The Persona music off rip should have tipped off the fans.
Even Comey says her dream.
They weren't saying anything.
But then Ginyu tells him to go to the master.
Ginyu is crazy.
And then I just go, oh, I can't pronounce this guy, so I'm not going to say anything.
Whose name I can't pronounce, so I'm not even gonna try. And Tanjiro magically wants to become a demon slayer and dedicate 2 years of his life to this. He'll stop Muzan or he'll die trying. But that's not even really what he wants.
Ghost frame. And also, originally, I was supposed to say it at the same time as him, but I put the audio on it, and his was just a little bit slower, and I was just like, I don't want to re-record it, and I don't want to do it on top of each other. Kind of ruins the joke, so I just did it myself.
That's one of the 44.5 reasons why I think he's a bad main character.
44.5.
Yeah,
445.
The 445 should have tipped off fans.
5 is just a nitpick, so you ain't even gotta worry about that. Second, Inosuke, the lovable mountain boy. From a baby until now, he's been in the forest living off plants that allow him to survive poisons. Alright, whatever. But how does he know about breathing techniques?
As you can see from the chart.
That is I love that song from Auto-Tune the News. And I say that in my mind. I was like, as you can see from this chart, and I will say that when looking at a chart. I was just like, I can finally implement this in a way that is stupid, but it's still here.
But how does he know about breathing techniques?
As you can see from the chart.
And if I had the time,
You
the chart
would have
But how does
been
he know
yes.
about breathing techniques?
I can already see the
and it's because there's not his hand doesn't come in too far.
See from the chart.
Beast breathing is a spinoff of wind breathing.
But this is a legitimate point.
Yes, no, for
And
sure.
Trigger was just he just it out an explanation. But I was looking at this, I was like, yeah, this doesn't make sense. This is, and it's one of those things where you just go, no, that's kind of right here. So what's the point? Why is it a spinoff of Wind if there's two people and this guy is not one of the two
says,
people?
The mispronunciation, the inconsistency, the misinterpretation, the dishonest comparison, the logical correlation, the persona music. This video is perfection.
And if you go a little bit further into the video, because in the beginning the mispronunciations are a little more pronounced,
Yeah.
but then later they get a little more smooth.
Subtle.
Yes.
And then he went off on why it's named, what it's named again.
Dude, it was crazy.
He went straight to ChatGPT? After we made fun of him for the AI stuff?
So did Eno see this guy do all 9 forms and make his own?
And that's where I was just like, I'm just gonna have this overlapping just because.
But this guy isn't listed as one of the 2 wind breathers. So why is beast breathing a spinoff of wind?
I'm glad
the
there's
rights of laughter.
The rights of laughter. And I'm so glad there's so many just meme pictures of Demon Slayer that I could just throw in here.
In One Piece, Zoro
The mentioning of One Piece concept. Like, how does he not understand?
So many.
trained with Mihawk, Sanji trained with Zeph, and you can see
And then animate it to manga, into poor quality anime.
influences throughout their styles.
And that's one of those editing things where I'm just like, I could just have them both doing the party table. Cool.
That's how you show characters learning from each other. The right way.
The right way. I'm so glad there's just this French Oitra Oda La Creatora de One Piece. Oh, I'm so glad that was there. And Trigger left this on screen for like a minute. I'm like, this is so perfect.
San, how did Sabito's ghost touch objects and physically hurt Tanjiro? Now, I've heard a theory that they were hallucinations, but that's so cap.
If I had the time, he would have been wearing the hat. But the laziness is also
The
good.
bum god underscore Jika says, the only thing you're missing is the 60 frames balance.
If there was time. And this, oddly enough, there were 3 different hats where we're in contention. I'm like, I can't be spending this time on these hats.
I don't have time for hat
I don't have time for this. I love how DA sounds in the video. It's so good. Oh, this is so perfect.
Now, I've heard a theory that they were hallucinations, but that's so cap. I looked this up. Hallucinations.
Pause. The tags. One Piece films.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna slow it way down so it can be seen in the top.
I would get the tags.
They were hallucinations.
And he didn't notice them at all.
I looked
One Piece
this
Film
up.
Z cupcake recipes. How to make your hair grow. Now you can pause because it's just the
Yeah, the cupcakes thing again. This is all fan stuff. How to make your hair grow is just hilarious.
I have a folder just called butts.
Drake won battle.
And then just innocuous things of taxes, Amazon, his channel, revisited vids. It seems innocuous.
Watch One Piece on Netflix.
Triggered in the links, yo.
Hallucinations, but that's so cap. I looked this up. Hallucinations can only occur with people with mental health.
How to get away with
with what? Figure it out. Stanley Kubrick spent weeks choosing.
I was waiting to see if TTS. No. Stanley Kubrick. Yep, go ahead.
Spent weeks choosing hats for characters in A Clockwork Orange. It was a compliment until now. It's the choice.
Why, you don't need to be here. This is internet drama bullshit.
Neurological
Love One Piece Forever
disorders.
says. T23.
Neurological.
Or due to substance abuse, sleep deprivation.
Abuse is crazy. And this isn't even accurate to actually hallucination.
Nope. And if I had time, I would have highlighted each one of them because I skipped over anxiety, depression, or bereavement, which would have tied into why he's hallucinating.
Yeah.
But I skipped over that completely.
Is Tanny your Chrome avatar?
No, it's not. I should
this
have.
over here? Yeah.
I should have. But this, okay, yeah, this actually, because I didn't want to actually up my own,
yeah.
So this is actually a combination because I created a whole new Google Chrome account profile and then added those, took a screenshot, edited it to put it on top of this because I could have done it this way, but for some reason this entire screen didn't show up. So I would have lost that bottom part. So I was just like, I could just take this, split, and then I was just like, maybe I can just go over the edge. Nope, didn't work. Maybe I can go over the opera. Didn't work. So I was just like, I'll just copy. I'll just do this.
Okay.
Or physical illnesses. I'm sorry, but Tanny isn't schizophrenic or bipolar. He's not on drugs. He doesn't have Alzheimer's or Parkinson's.
Hallucinations? Oh my god. That is so capped.
That is
No
so
change
cap.
in vision, doesn't take medicines, and he didn't have surgery. Those are the only reasons why someone would hallucinate.
Those are the only reasons why somebody would hallucinate. Triggered, we literally saw your video where you said another reason. But I'm pointing out, no, these are the only reasons.
Oh, but they can also hallucinate if they're in the desert. But I don't see any sand, do you? And sadly, that's the only explanation.
Again, that's one of the things I spent too much time on. Because
Clearly!
How fast does he sneak in? Is it, I don't see any sand. Does it start now? Do I put in a longer pause to let the thing sink in? I was just like, I'm taking up too much time. Because obviously I had to mask out this part. It's a whole editing trick of 2 layers, mask this out, put this under here, boom. It looks like he's coming from behind the rock. Easy thing to do if you're knowledgeable about editing.
Yes.
But the stress of just, how do I...
what time?
The timing to do that. It is too much work for this dumb joke video. But little things like this make you think that it's real. Because why would somebody spend so much time on this dumb sight gag?
And sadly, that's the only explanation I've heard for why Tanny can see ghosts and why they can hurt him. There's no other answer.
That was a legitimate up.
Yeah, you look just like,
And
I'm gonna leave it in.
left it in.
Like, why would people think this is real?
And that makes Demon Slayer objectively bad. But speaking of ghosts, 3.5. Why can he smell?
The fonts are different between the 2 numbers.
Objectively bad. But speaking of ghosts, 3.4.
And you can see it's
When it coming in, yeah.
Yep.
You can
And
see
I
it's
just
cut
went,
off.
I'm leaving it. I'm leaving
Right
it.
there.
3.5. Why can he smell? Ghosts don't have a smell. I've never seen
He didn't smell him at first. He didn't smell him at first. That's that YouTuber trigger thing that he does where he says something and disproves it.
Flushing me like a big toilet. A toilet, an excellent way to describe it.
Desert doo-doo.
And Tanjiro's never smelled a ghost again.
That's a plot hole.
5. When Muzan Kikubichi was killed, Tamayo was the only
When he
dude
was killed. Not killed, but he was killed.
free from his control. But why?
But why?
He should have an army of people against him.
Pause.
To make a gift.
Yes, I was just like, I could use the video, or I could just use this poor gift. Oh, it's bad quality, and it says makeagift.com. Perfect. Had a army.
Is it because she was right next to him when he exploded? Is it because she was...
What are you doing? Like, it's not even like exploded. Like you left out or mispronounced. Nope. You legitimately just dropped 2 letters out of it.
Mm-hmm. Near the sun breather? Or is it because Demon Slayer is bad? Yes. 5.
That's when it changes. It's a completely different style now.
Episode 19.
Because I ran out of the daily living to download it.
And you didn't even put white under it.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's better this way. It randomly changed, and that's fine.
How can Tanjiro breathe underwater in a swamp demon fight? Humans can't breathe underwater, and Tanjiro is a human, so he...
The circular logic. Humans can't breathe underwater. He's human, so he can't breathe underwater.
Transitive property bush.
Can't breathe underwater. No other water breather is showed breathing underwater, so they can't do it. Come on, man, this is so poorly written. And if you don't believe me, try smelling something underwater. I'll pay for your hospital bills.
just a clip of
SVG.
I wanted to reverse it, but then I was like, too obvious. I'll just leave it as this.
In One Piece, devil fruit users can't...
And I had to take out a couple of the One Piece references because I'm like, it's going too far. Pull it back a little more subtlety.
Breathe underwater. So what happens when a fishman devil fruit user goes into the water? He can't move. Man.
And then it's just going in the background. Here.
So what happens when a fishman devil fruit user goes into the water?
Why? Why?
He can't move. Man.
Here, I was just like, let me find the worst quality that I can find. And this is barely legible. And I'm just like, it's rated better.
One Piece puts Demon Slayer to shame. Next up,
5 again. Like, what are we doing out here? You can't. And he rewatched it multiple times to gather this evidence.
I did. It's not that I couldn't. I did.
why ain't it not explained why the government...
Why ain't it not explained?
Why ain't it not explained why the government isn't the Demon Slayer Corps?
Slayer to shame. Next up, why ain't it not explained why the government isn't the Demon Slayer Corps?
What?
There's so many people that know about demons.
They
The
don't.
police here know that there are demons, and police work for the government.
I had to look. I was like, do they work for the government? Oh, I'm glad they did.
Oh, I spelled government wrong. I'm just gonna leave it
I'm
in.
gonna leave it in.
Leo Luster says,
Of course I'm gonna
"Well,
leave
he's a
it in.
perfectionist. You're just on his level at this point."
Why wouldn't I leave it in?
So the government should know that there are demons. Listen up here when I tell you this. There are
The overlapping right there.
So the government should know that there are demons. Listen up here when I tell you this. There are no downsides to the
But see,
government
that's the
knowing.
thing. You know, like
Dude.
I said, also keep in mind,
Hook, line, and sinker. He's like, how do you know there's gonna be nothing but upside?
No way. It's an in joke and he bit
Hook,
so hard.
Line and sinker. It was so perfect. And I'm just like, because he goes, there's no good things that could happen. There's no downsides. Now what? And his whole thing was like, what was to say? Oh, and the constant use of AI. That was one of the points where somebody was like, it's clearly fake. They made fun of you using AI. And that's what you did.
About demons. They can make like nitrine or machine guns, or like
There were so many gun edits of Demon Slayer for some reason.
knowing about demons. They can make like nitrine or machine guns, or like double swords or something. There's a bunch of smart people in all governments, even
I
ours.
just wrote
So they would
palaces. I don't know if these are the governments or anything. I wanted to put them storming the Capitol, but I was like, nah, too far.
Yeah.
Pull it back, pull it back.
find Muzan super quick, and they would beat him up.
The little lip pop at the end.
They would
The
find
vine
Muzan
moves.
super quick, and they would beat him up.
And then the silence and slow fade.
Why the slow fade?
DA was pissed that people tried to spill the beans.
Furious. I was talking
you
to her in DMs, just ranting and raving.
Dude, you should see our in text back and forth. We were pissed.
I'm just like, if this doesn't happen,
I woke up to it pissed.
And it's just like, this is just honestly, just 3 days, maybe 8 hours of work. Maybe. But still, it's the best chance that we will ever get.
And we've even talked about it because we were saying like he made it too obvious. We were afraid you made it too obvious, and we were like, if he figures it out on his own, it's just okay. We overestimated his stupidity.
Whoops.
What
I put
can
in
you
too
do?
much. I should have made
But
it better.
he's biting on it, and Mom's going, "Don't bite on this. It's a joke."
I could have done more.
More.
He was on the track.
Those times where you were like, "Let me take out one piece. It's too obvious." No.
Those just going to whoever it was just going, "Hey, Trigger, they're gonna copyright you." I didn't have to do anything. This was all way. I could have uploaded it on the first because he didn't even check. All the safeguards that I did to be like, I need to make sure, it didn't matter because he's so stupid. Trigger falling for this convinced me that I was never gonna take him able to take.
They wanted the TTS. Wasn't able to take him seriously at any time. Honestly, the fact that he kept debating whether it's real or not made it even funnier.
It was, dude, I was.
Triggered falling for this has convinced me that I will never be able to take him seriously anytime he's gonna critique something.
Legitimately, I was cracking up. I'm just yelling, "That's the point, Triggs!"
He didn't just fall for the bait. He masturbated it.
He was so happy to get this win. He had the panels ready. He had One Piece panels ready. He had all sorts of things ready. He was ready for this.
Now let's take a look at how it's really done.
How many?
He almost quit here. Almost. I'm like, Triggs, keep going. Please keep going.
In One Piece,
this is where I'm like, it's too obvious, but it's funny to have half colored and in English and the other half in French and in black and white. It's just cut. So I took both images, cut them together, and I went, whatever. If he quits right here and sees that it's fake, that's fine, because I find this personally funny.
It is worth him calling it out for me laughing at this moment.
And this was in my mind going, this would be funny to do. And that is the beginning, middle, and end. I was just like, this would be funny to see in a video like this. And I wish that this was a straight fake video, because I would have gone way, way further. Just turning up the music, just slowly fading in until I'm just completely illegible, blowing out the mic, all sorts of things. But I had to pull it back. But just making a super fake video would seem so fun. Nico L did so... And he again paused here for so long. I'm like, he's gonna notice. He didn't notice.
Somebody in his chat's gotta notice.
Nobody noticed. And I'm like, is it a good thing that they didn't notice or a bad thing?
the government didn't even know about Luffy's fruit, but now they do. But over here in Demon Slayer, the government never
Same
learns
zoom that I
about
used
Of
before.
course.
Lucky number 7. Why didn't Muzan kill Tanjiro when he saw him? I don't remember this clearly, but doesn't he have like eye lasers or something?
It may have been a post-chapter thing.
I couldn't find a scene, but I'm still gonna leave it in.
Yes, the stream of him reacting to this
Yes.
is still up, and we've downloaded it just in case.
I don't remember this clearly.
Unless I'm thinking about somebody else. He could hit him with his eye laser.
Pause. This is just. I just went. I could just grab this and just save it and show it on screen, or I could just.
Triggered has really ruined the channel for the worse. Not gonna lie.
Everybody that has interacted with us on some level has ruined it for the worse.
This is one of the most fun things I've done for the channel, so I don't think so. But here, I just went. I could just save the picture, or I could just take a screenshot of the Wikipedia page. If you look over to the
Oh
right,
yeah, no, I saw all of that.
that's me searching for I, and then I found the picture. I was like, perfect. I can save it. No, I won't. I'll just do this
Nasty
because it
is
looks
about the
bad.
fucking lollies.
We shouldn't even be here for this tomfoolery.
It's funny because it's a genuine criticism, but the explanation was
Yes,
terrible.
and there's so many times where I had to be like, this is going to be a legitimate point, but it needs to be done poorly. And that was half of the thought process of the writing of just, it needs to be real enough, but can be easily countered. But I think it's this point or the next point where I'm just listing off all the things that doesn't make sense. That was just me going, this just doesn't make sense the more I write about this. So this is going in. And Trigger was just like, I agree with all of this, so I'm skipping over it.
Kill him. Or he can use his whip. Or he can bite him really fast or scratch him really fast and make him a really strong demon.
That's the poor translation.
www.demonslayermanga.com.
The big Demon Slayer water one. I was like, oh, perfect.
And another thing, while we're still on this scene, why didn't Muzan smell or sense that Nezuko was in the box? The box ain't...
She overlapping audio. She was not in the box, so I couldn't show her being in the box. So I didn't. She was sitting off near the noodle dude. So I was just like, I'll just lie and say she was in the box. And Trigger called it out. He was like, she wasn't in the box. I'm like, that's the point, Trigger. She wasn't in the box.
Got special stuff.
Just lie, yes.
But it's just wood and like some lacquer. This is so bad, man. This series could have been done in chapter 12 and go to get
He actually met him in chapter 13. I just, for the beginning, I just typed in Demon Slayer meme images, and I downloaded like 20 of them, and they're just peppered throughout the actual video.
Yeah.
Triggy, she wasn't close enough to move. I was like, yes, Triggered, she wasn't. I'm lying here.
Give Tanjiro such plot armor that he got away from Muzan. But speaking of Muzan and plot armor, why did he go after...
Why is the Kanye album
got away from
only
Muzan.
half of the screen?
T. Morris says,
why not?
EA experiencing 1/100th of the power YouTube analysts have when they just make false claims.
Yeah, just lie. But so much of this is just like, why is this way? And it's just like, well, why not? And just the only, because it was in the middle. I think it was the red was blending in.
Oh yeah, with the heart.
And that's the editor mindset. I was like, well, I just can't have this. Yeah. So I just put it over to the right. I was just like, yeah. And that's so much of Muzan. It's so much of just like, why not?
The Muzan and plot armor.
This is the one that he skipped over.
Why did he go after...
But yeah, why did he go after his family? This is a legitimate
blood. Did he know that they were sun breathers? How did he get that info? How did he know about the family but didn't know that Tanjiro wasn't there? Why was he so freaked out when he saw Tanjiro if he knew that there were sun breathers out there? I'm sorry, I was rambling a little bit there. None of that was scripted. But if I, a college dropout, can poke these giant holes into the story, a smart mangaka like Gotoge shouldn't even...
The overlapping audio is bars.
My source is that I made
And
the fuck up.
that's one of the. There's so many times where I'm like, this is a little dry. Let me spice this up a little bit. And that's one of the. It's a little dry. Smark, yes, as well, Smark. But I was just like, let me just spice this up a little bit. Just do that, perfect. And it was me going, I need to overlap it in such a specific way. And that took some time because it couldn't just be bad overlapping. It had to be believable bad overlapping.
Yes.
So I'm just like, let me trim this, let me fade this in. I'm just like, I'm taking too long on this dumb bush.
You made them in the first place.
9.
Nezuko unlocks her.
That was him going, the 9 tails. And I was just like, it's not long enough. So I would just slow this down. And this is my legitimate favorite part of all of this. Because, go forward a little bit. I think it was, right here. It was right here. I had this, and then I had the next screenshot of the Wikipedia. And I was just like, this part is going to
Lester
be...
Says, to know this is reminding me of the carrot time travel revisited. So the $1 million question, which is worst?
The carrot.
The carrot. Because this is on purpose. But I had those 2 screenshots of the wiki. Then I was just like, this entire part is gonna be Wikipedia articles. So I had the footage of her doing the blood art at first. In the first time, I was like, I'm taking it out. It's all Wikipedia articles for this one. Why? Because why not? It's funny.
Manga could like go to the
So I'm just like, oh, let me just scour the wiki for this dumb screenshots.
made them in the first place.
9.
Nezuko
Is this
unlocks
the
her
most
book-
worked on video for the channel?
Maybe the April Fool's last year with the Other World.
Maybe.
Because we had to have a separate artist commission some. Yeah, that might have been.
a demon art where she was all spidered up. But how does one unlock
And
it?
I'm just circling and highlighting stuff.
Yeah, tied up. What does that mean?
Yeah, she was tied up. I'm proving that she was tied up.
The wiki says you need to be strong.
Which
but
it does.
Swamp Demon had a blood demon art, and he was very weak. Tangerine.
That's the long pause where I'm just like, this is so perfect to just leave it. I'm like, let me just trim this out because the recording process was me reading a line, stopping, listening to it. Okay, that's good. And then, so I had to, in order to not get the click in, just let it go for a second so I know where to trim it. Mm-hmm. And that was one of the times where it was just a long pause after. So it was a long pause after the actual line, mm-hmm. and then a long pause before the next line so you wouldn't get that click and I know where it starts and everything. Yeah. And that's just on the fly. I'm just like, how am I going to do this? Because I don't have a lot of time. I'm just like, I'll do it this way. So maybe it'll be improved in the future, or maybe that will just be the way that it's done. So that was one of the long pauses afterwards where I'm just like, I dropped it in, left it. I was just like, I do need a long pause, and this is perfect.
Tangerine's first mission was able to kill him. If you look at something like One Piece, in terms of power scale,
this is an actual power scaling. I didn't have to make this, which I was so happy about because I was just like, ooh, right, I'm crunching, and it was just there. I'm just like, oh, so perfect. And there was a huge mistake here that was not on purpose until it was on purpose.
What was based?
So they wouldn't get old enough. That's what's based.
You have normal pirates, devil fruit users.
Pause. You see, devil fruit users are right there.
Hockey men.
Devil fruit users disappear until they come back later. I realized that as I was editing this, I was like, oh, I took them out. And then I was like, well, I could go back and take more screenshots of these. And it was like, or I could just leave it in. Because it was halfway where I was just like,
Karen don't have a devil fruit.
There's so much wrong with this list. And originally,
Love One Piece Forever says, this person is a good debater, could teach y'all something. I know it's you.
People believed it was real, so I must be doing something right.
But hey, normal pirates has the Mad Buckaroo.
Yes, who has hockey
and the devil fruit.
Yes, he does. And Hockey Man was originally supposed to be
I can't cut corners. Wait, I can cut corners.
I can cut all the corners, and it's better that way. But it was supposed to be.
She's not a pirate.
She's not a pirate, and she has hockey. Okay. But this was hockey men were supposed to be Shanks and originally Shanks and Rayleigh.
Is Nami the only pirate in there?
Possibly.
Normal pirate? That's crazy. Okay.
A normal pirate that's supposed to be there. Non-hockey user, non-devil fruit user.
Actually a pirate.
Because Tashigi should be an actual swordsman. That tier. But because the whole debate about Shanks versus Mihawk was Mihawk is the greatest swordsman, but Shanks is stronger. But he's not classified as a swordsman because he doesn't primarily use his sword. He uses his hockey more. So he would be a pirate who uses his sword, not a swordsman.
Yes.
He's more of a hockey man. And that's where the whole hockey man things come from. So Mihawk is still the strongest swordsman, but Shanks isn't a swordsman, so Mihawk can still have that title while being weaker than Shanks. That's the debate of Shanks versus Mihawk. So that's why. And then for some reason, Zoro is higher than Shanks. Why? I guess he's stronger now than Shanks.
Who's between Reiju and Betty?
Oh, that's from film Z? The one with Zephyr. That's Ayn, I believe her name is.
Cool swordsman.
I originally wanted only women. Frankie just shows up as well. I really only and Odin comes in. It's just like whatever. Because I saw him in the list. I was like, oh, let me put them in here. I have them multiple times. Aokiji and is in order, and I'm gonna get to that in a second. But yeah. Originally the actual pirates was supposed to be just women, but then I was like, nah, let me just throw in Mad Mocha Rouge in there for the meme. And I was like, yeah, I'll throw Frankie in here as well. I don't care. But this is listed because it's just like, well, Kizaru, for some reason they only had one Kizaru on this list. I was like, Kizaru's stronger than pre-time skip Akainu. Of course he is. And I guess pre-time skip Aokiji is the weakest of them all, and Sengoku's a fleet admiral. Technically shouldn't be here.
Who's Yonko, Gear 5, Luffy.
And there's the return, and it's not even named. It's not even named.
Not named. And Buggy is above Shanks.
Don't let Twitter op see this tier list.
This is the worst list, and they only had one picture of the Gorosei, so there's only one of them months. Yeah, it's just not listed. Kara's not a devil fruit user. I guess Scratch Manapoo is stronger than Ace. Fig Boa is from the land of hockey. Why is she not a hockey man? I guess Whitebeard is stronger than Kaido. And Blackbeard is just below Kaido. I guess according to this list, I was just like, I'm having fun.
And on top is Big Mom, because she can steal everybody's soul, except for Brook, because he's the Soul King. But without a soul, you will definitely die, so she has to be number one.
I wanted to put him down the list, but he'd be in the Gorosei list. But so Brook is just in the Big Mom tier. For whatever reason.
But to unlock hockey, you need to be at least...
And you see the normal devil fruit came back.
Ear. Anyone below here isn't allowed to do hockey.
She does have hockey. She really does. So many people in that list. Why do you need to have a devil fruit to have hockey? What does that mean?
But weak demons can do demon arts.
Pause, right? Go back.
Anyone below here isn't allowed to do...
Buggy my king, this is the agenda piece I want.
Big up.
But we...
If you...
Why did you scratch out? What did you scratch out there?
Right there, I think it says something like, he's extremely skilled.
Incredibly skilled.
So I was like, nope, that hurts my agenda. So that's out of here. So I was just like, was a modestly highlighted, but only modestly is circled. Sure.
Demons can do demon arts just
Why are there
The
different highlight
highlighter
colors?
would not overlap for some reason. So I had to blue highlight, select yellow, yellow highlight, select green, and then the mini circles as well.
because.
I just randomly found that picture and I just threw it
But
in
weak
there.
demons can do demon arts just because.
And I threw it in there, and he paused here, and I was just like, yeah, it does get a big old shout out. But as I was writing this, I was just like, yeah, it's kind of odd that dude can eat 16 people and unlock a demon art when it's just supposed to be a huge thing.
It's not special, but basically all the demons can do it. And the really weak ones, they can't do it. They're so weak that it doesn't matter to the story if they do it or not.
It just doesn't matter.
Number 10.
Ghost frame.
Demon Slayer has no stakes. I can move my organs. I can resist poison. I can resist poison. I can resist
Not
poison.
really resisting poison.
Yeah.
This is another one of the horrible translations. Look how poorly on the left, how badly it's framed into the that big old space under there is poorly cropped out, so it's half out of frame. Beautiful.
It's a terrible translation.
And he didn't resist the poison. They gave him stuff to counter the poison. So this is also a lie.
I can burn poison. I can resist poison. I can resist poison.
He didn't resist
I
the
can
poison.
resist the sun. We will get back to this. I can resist poison. I can resist poison. Why say Wisteria can kill demons if they don't kill demons?
This screenshot does not say that it can kill a demon. Triggered picked up on that. Big ups. And I went, that's the point, Triggered.
Do I even need to go on at this point?
Because it's Disney.
Tengen not outright dying from his injuries is an affront to great anime like One Piece that kill characters all the time.
Here he was like, no, this is a joke. This is a joke. I'm like, he quit. He understands it. He kept going.
Look at here, I'll give credit where it's due. Rengoku died, realistically, so why not Tengen? If you got your arm cut off, blood loss, and poison, I don't care if you're the best ninja ever, you die.
Naruto didn't die. Ghost frame.
What else?
Not numbered because this is number 11 and it wouldn't make sense. I love this point so much because I was like, how do I make this funny?
Tamayo collecting the blood was just kind of forgotten about. It didn't even really do anything other than making the poison that made Muzan human, turning this guy back into a human, turned Nezuko back into a human, and made an antidote to Muzan's demonification. But other than that, it didn't really
So is BG paying the people who believed in Discord?
do anything. It just kind of dropped.
It did so much.
You knew I was
and I'm just like,
it doesn't really do much.
What do I do? And I was like, it did everything. So let me just say it did everything and then conclude that it did nothing.
Get to this one.
Look at the little water right there.
Yeah.
Perfect. Then I just went, let me just go ahead and flip this.
Walking in the
Beautiful.
sun was never really explained. Common sense tells you that a demon can't
Common
touch the sun,
sense!
but the chosen one Nezuko can.
Same zoom in from
Why?
before.
We saw her melting right here, but then she's just okay. I saw someone say she ate the blue flower, but nowhere does it say that eating that will make you walk into the sun if you're a demon. So that's just a lie. She can't sun dance, so she doesn't even have that in her blood. But all in all, Demon Slayer does have some good stuff. It does stakes really well by killing.
You just said.
I just said it. The stakes are horrible. I just said it. Tanjiro is not dead here.
You just said it doesn't have stakes because it doesn't kill people.
I just said
and now it does have stakes because it kills people.
Said it. I just said it.
Spoilers for the last arc, and permanently injuring them.
Permanently.
The female cast is one of the best in shonen. Almost all of them are well developed. The villains are
That's just a gift.
Racketeer says, Triggered points out a factually wrong point. DAPNG of Aizen, yes, exactly Triggered.
Exactly.
And it's a simple story, which is good. All in all, I give Demon Slayer a 5.7 out of 10.
Triggered gave it
Yeah,
a
7.5.
7.5.
I'd put it way below One Piece, but just above Gurren Lagann. And there you have it. The top 10 reasons why Demon Slayer is trash. That was honestly very easy. I don't know why I haven't been doing this all along. I think I'll make this into a video series. Yeah, it's time for this channel to go places. Stay tuned. Peace.
It is so convincing. It ending there and the rap starting was not on purpose. But I went,
Yes, it is.
yes, it is. It is now, baby. So that is the breakdown of the video, the thought processes, the little Easter eggs, all this stuff. It was so fun to make. Just to do all this little bullshit. It just in my mind, because I'm a worrywart. I overthink things all the time. I'm like, is this going too far? Will the people understand it? Will this get triggered? Will it get its fans? Do I need to pull back? Do I need to go forward? There was just so much. But at a certain point, I was just like, go. Do it. Put it in. What it was
Why
in there.
not?
Why not? If it's in there, it's in there. And it's always the excuse of, well, it's our first video, so of course there's going to be mistakes. And it's rushed. By me going this rush, Trigger was like, oh, no, don't use that excuse. You can't use that. You put it out. You had all the time in the world. I was like, that's the point, Trigger.
And how do we have all the time in the world when he's tagging us, unblocking us, tagging us to drop the video, then reblocking us?
It was so fun to do this video. You guys have no idea. I was just editing it and just laughing. I was just editing going, all right, how do I punch this up? How do I make this worse? This is a mistake, but it's going in. I was having so much fun. And I said to BG, if you didn't fall for it, you didn't fall for it, but I had fun making it. Mm-hmm. And I learned a lot of small things for future videos. So that also is just more experience. I've learned how fast I can edit. I've learned all sorts. So this was a very good experience, and it was a lot of fun. And Triggered actually did it and believed it. So he
needed that dub.
He was so thirsty. It is a win on all fronts. Again, little things that I wish I could have done better, improve, pull back a couple times. If he had
done that bush like 3 days before that Saturday, you would have had the time for it. You would have had the weekend. It would have been good.
But it was just so much fun, and I'm happy that it happened, and it stands up there. Jesus Christ!
Welcome.
It is
you got to see T23 new Dragon Goku design. It's one of his worst design yet.
It's really bad. But I'm just very happy with how that turned out. That is the thesis of this. I am very, and it's good enough that people actually believed it.
Yes.
It accomplished everything. Everything that it was supposed to. And I couldn't be more happy with just 3 days of work for that product.
We are doing his reaction some other time. Yes. It's gonna be quite a ways in the future.
Yeah, we're gonna save that up. Don't worry about it.
Don't even think of it until like August-y.
The moment we all been waiting for has arrived. Goku was raised for this moment so he can fight Roz, but when Roz came,
I'm lost. I don't know who none of these people.
I don't like the white eyebrows.
The result was completely different. No one expected for this to be the outcome.
We got him.
The result was completely different. No one expected for this to be the outcome.
And then there's this dude's channel that is nothing but an April Fool's joke.
The last part we mentioned that Goku and Jiren were fighting with one-on-one, as Goku has now gone to use his Ultra Instinct power. Upon using Ultra Instinct power, Goku was overpowering Jiren like if there was no tomorrow. Jiren was really desperate to win this, so he decided to go and break his limit. After breaking his limit, Jiren's power has increased tenfold, as he was able to now easily overpower Ultra Instinct Goku. That is until Goku
Why
went
is his
in.
hair green? Oh wait, what? That is until he went. No, just play it.
Yeah, I just want to get that little bit before.
Goku. That is until Goku went and used his Master Ultra Instinct. Upon using his Master Ultra Instinct Dragon Essence form, Goku was able to now overpower
Ultra
Jiren and kill him easily.
Dragon Essence.
Upon killing Jiren, everyone thought the battle was over, but
Killing?
there Roz has arrived, as he is now revealed to his true form.
Whoa! This Dragon Beast Shonen Muff is horrible. Why does he have Niji hair?
What's the fit? what's going on with the fit?
Form. Upon seeing Roz's true form, Goku tried to do everything he can to go and hit
What's
Roz,
with
but
the
Goku
crosses?
stood a chance against
This
Roz.
really
He went and powered up his Master Ultra Instinct to 100% as he
The
tried.
the cut where the hair is for the bang is awful. There is no good part of this.
This is terrible.
He's got the little dragon.
I hate his
antennae.
dragon hands.
To hit it, but Roz one-shot him down towards the ground. And now it is time for him to put an end towards his once and for all.
We live in
What
a
is going on with these
society.
fans? Welcome back to the finale of What If Goku Was Raised by the Super Dragon. Before we begin
The
his What If,
God
please run
underscore Chica says, the fun fact about AFO, read the first 2 panels of chapter 158, then go read the first 3 pages of chapter 407. Oceanus's joke of AFO's further impact in the story gave me this revelation.
Almost lady. Almost robot lady. Oceanus.
Like, I'll greatly appreciate that. And if you
Did he commission that OC? I didn't see a watermark. And I gotta assume, because it's a character he's gonna be using a lot of, that maybe he did commission it. Or he stole it and then threw some hair on it.
unsubscribe. On Zeno's world, Dai shaking along with the Super Dragon.
They just popped in, dude. Watch.
On Zeno's world, Dai shaking along with the Super Dragon has brought everyone
This is what you
This
did.
is what I did.
to Zeno's world, as they're all
But
unconscious.
this is his job.
And from there, when they use their
What is this cutout?
This mask is terrible.
power to revive them,
His hair is all wrong. Probably because he was laying on a black background and he couldn't find where the hair was.
Goku then come right back.
Oh my god. Yeah, he's definitely laying on something because look at his stomach.
Yep.
That whole torso area is crazy.
Goku then got right back up as he was looking around confused and said, "What the heck? What happened? Where are we?" "Relax, Goku. We are here at the Lord Zeno's realm."
He's the greatest man ever. He is legitimately.
I was on a time crunch. I couldn't re-record. Wouldn't have even done it if I but I would. Oh, no, let me just record that real quick.
"Relax, Goku. We are here at the Lord Zeno's realm."
We are here at the
Yeah, he
Zeno.
messed up
525
Z.
says, with how often he swears, I surprised by the tame. What the heck?
But he realized he messed up and he was like, "Should I keep going?"
I guess so.
I guess I'm still talking. So the answer is yes.
"Relax, Goku. We are here at the Lord Zeno's realm. You could say the
Realm?
Omni King's palace. Alright, this is also your second time seeing this, remember, Goku? But I really show you this. We went straight inside the training realm when I was training you. Oh, so this is how the outside looks like. And where's Lord Zeno? Yeah, about that. We have some bad news. What do you mean?
He's training.
Apparently, Roz came and killed Zeno. Huh? You're saying Zeno's dead? But
Yes,
he's the king
that's
of
what he
everything. How did Roz
said.
do that? Didn't he use his magic to erase him? That's how powerful Roz is, Goku.
That's not a great voice for the dragon.
The best voice.
Why do you think since birth I was trying to do everything I can to make you be the one to kill Roz? I was feeding you Dragon Essence so you're able to now handle the power when it comes down to it. Roz is too powerful. Nothing can work against him. The only thing that could kill him is true Dragon Essence form. True Dragon Essence form? What is that?
It's a form that
It's a king
You
of all
could
the-
cut out 10 seconds by the dragon just going, "Your true dragon essence form," which is this. We don't need him questioning what it is.
king's form. Only you can achieve this power, Goku.
You didn't even explain what it was! You just said just you!
But for that to happen, we're gonna do a lot of training, and then we're gonna give you our essence and our ki. And once when you absorb all that, you're able to have that true power.
But why
All
does he
you guys
need to
do that.
train?
I'm gonna go and train with
Racketeer
Cheetah,
says,
Piccolo,
Why do the characters sound like the characters are out of breath?
Because he's not
Broly,
good.
and even Granola. All of them will be training with me, and I'll do everything I can to make them strong, so they could handle Roz's men.
Did you say strong?
All right then.
No way.
Me and I'll do everything I can to make them strong, so they could.
This
This
man
is-
said this is a
Was I influenced to make my video by this? Because the smart thing was just kind of that.
And even Granola. All of them will be training with me, and I'll do everything I can to make them strong, so they can handle Roz's men.
No, that's legitimately strong. Who is this man? I'm
On my best day, I couldn't do what he's doing.
on his worst day. Like, this is effortless for him.
All right then. I'll do whatever it takes, Grand Priest, to make yourself stronger.
Couldn't even get T23, Vegeta T23 to help him with this.
He was busy.
The only power I have right here is Ultra Ego. I could make you get something called True Ego, but for that you have to come train with me. And as for you, Broly and Piccolo, I'll make you guys have God Ki. And for you, Granola, I see what you
Yeah,
did.
I'm just giving it out like candy. All right, God Ki, True Ego.
Why is he hiling?
With your potential from the dragon, I'll help you reach the true potential of it. Graz has 5 deadly men.
Oh no. Dude, is this a joke?
Is this a rib on Musk?
Is this how Triggered felt? It's like, is this a joke? Do you not see what you're doing here?
Including himself, you four can take care of them while Kakarot will take care of Raz himself. That is a plan. Now let's go start the training.
Call him Kakarot.
As they all went inside their train realm
That
training
is
with
a weird
Daishinken and Whis.
Vegeta. That is
While
cut
they were
off
doing
at the
that,
side.
18
Goku has now
shoulders.
disappeared to a different realm with the Super Dragon.
I swear he's never pronounced realm like this.
The Super Dragon looked towards Goku and said, "Alright, Goku, it is time. But before that happens, you must..."
I guess it's not time.
It's not time then.
It's time, except for
It's time to go in 30 minutes. We'll
the
say
test.
no.
Hey, Goku, it is time. But before that happens, you must pass the test.
what test? You said he was the only one that could do this.
Never time.
What test? From there, Goku saw someone has appeared right before him.
Hey, I like the song. Oh yeah, there's a big old logo right there.
Yep, big ups.
I am Zalama. I am the creator of these dragons. If you wish to possess the power of true dragon essence, you must prove me that you're worthy. What the heck?
Oh, he didn't like this guy. He
Come
gave
and fight
him
me.
0%.
Kakarot.
I am Zamala. Okay, cool.
See where you stand against me. Well, okay then. As Goku instantly transformed to his Master Ultra Instinct, and with that Goku went and chased right towards
What
Zalama
happened to the
as he began
green?
to punch him and kick him in.
And that's the thing I did where he's just like, well, I just forgot to do this, so I'm not gonna do it. So he's not green Ultra Instinct. And Jesus!
Oh, we've got
It's
stuff
a
going.
scream parade.
Yeah, we got some stuff going on.
And that when the time comes to have a fight,
Toei pacing too.
but from there they saw a huge light has appeared out of nowhere.
Was he about to hiccup?
He always gives up in the finale.
This is a true give up.
When the time comes to have to fight, but from there they saw a huge light has appeared out of nowhere.
He just coughed. Like, he legitimately coughed while recording and went, all right, keep going. What are we supposed to do with this? This man is a genius.
And when the time comes to have to fight, but from there they saw a huge light has appeared out of nowhere.
It's such a tiny little claw.
He's the greatest man that has ever lived. It truly sounds like a laugh a little bit.
Time comes and had to fight, but from there they saw a huge light has appeared out of nowhere, as it was Goku and everyone else. Ah, so you guys finally arrived. Here I was wondering what took you guys so long. Who's ready to die? The only thing that's gonna die here is gonna be you, Roz. Now guys, let's put an end towards this. As they all went and they powered the key, as they all let out a loud scream.
Boy,
I thought he was
finished.
gonna overlap the screams.
Oh boy, that's not a great
That's
face.
not a great Piccolo.
He's gotten better at the music so far. Okay,
Why is he a god?
why is he hot? Like, what are we doing?
That's good timing with the music, though.
Sure. Yeah, okay, so he's not overlaying 3 layers of music anymore.
Let's put an end towards this.
Okay, was it on purpose the first time?
That's again my video thing where I guess it is on purpose now.
Yo!
Oh my goodness!
Yo.
Grape Kool-Aid Vegeta is not a cool look.
Smoke too much dope.
Here comes the long Goku scream.
He did the long scream for just his regular appearance. Like, we've seen this guy.
Why is he injured?
Good question.
T-Rex 525 says,
Oh, because that's
Vegeta hitting that purple stuff to hard.
yeah.
With
But
that,
that's just the
What? What?
this is the Namek Goku body with the hair of
With that, they have all surrounded
no, this is
Roz's
terrible.
man, as they are ready
Vegeta.
This is the worst gang ever.
Vegeta. Nightmare blunt rotation.
to go and attack them. After training with the Grand Prix and all, it is time for them to save their multiverse and their own new universe. Goku stared towards Roz and said, "It's time you fight me, Roz. I'm gonna kill you where you stand."
Wait, so why did 5 of y'all transform and you're like, okay, you're fighting me though?
You wish, Kakarot. Bring it on. Cumber and Heart went and they powered their key to the
Oh,
fullest.
because they're here.
Yeah,
too.
no, yeah, they're
Fu has
100%.
right to the battlefield, and from there the battle be started with the rest of the Z fighters, while Goku was to handle Roz. Goku and Roz battle begun as Goku went and punched him across his face, while Roz went and kicked Goku, and the power can be
Oh,
classic.
that's not a good
As all
looking
them went and
photo.
Oh,
towards
this
Roz.
chunky, big, bulky muff.
Head
He is-
smaller than a pea.
He is a wide muff. His bicep is bigger than his head.
Did he kill the Grand Priest?
I
And
hope
that's
so.
why he's fading away. Look at the
Yeah.
awful dragon feet.
Yeah, BG, go back to the feet.
Oh, wait, no, I'm not
He
doing
used
that.
himself as a sacrifice material for Goku. What the? Why would you do that for me? It's not for you, Kakarot. It's for this multiverse. Save us. Use the power of the
You're not
dragon
us
essence.
anymore, you're about to
You
die.
have it within you. As Daishikin died right there. Seeing his death got Goku to feel a push as he was really upset, and with that, everyone saw Goku begin to light up. As Goku looked towards him with anger and said, "You're gonna regret doing that, Roz, because now I'm mad. I'm really, really mad. It's time you pay!"
I would love Sean Shimmer to just like, could you not use my voice in this?
Is this just going to be the true essence?
Yes. There's not enough time to do another confirmation.
No, I mean, is that just the name?
Oh no, it's gonna, yeah, it's gonna be true. True Dragon Instinct Essence. Goku. Oh. It is just, it's not just a green filter!
Where's his mouth? This is so bad.
It's been absorbed by the dragon essence.
This is probably his worst one ever.
Yeah. But to be doing this for so long and to have three different amounts of
So
Gokus.
far.
You have enough Gokus to have three different tournaments. And the fourth is
Rabbit
coming.
says, why does he look like a glow stick?
You gotta just be running out of ideas.
I feel like you can do more than this.
He's done like 5 Galaxy Gokus.
Sure, but there's gotta be a middle ground. Why wouldn't just make the fur? It's so green. It's so red.
Roided out Grinch. The dragon is not green nor red. It is in fact orange.
Goku, after witnessing the deadly end for Dai Shinkan, has now finally tapped to the true Dragon Essence power which they all been.
Dai Shinkan has been compromised to a permanent end.
He has now transformed to his true Dragon Essence power. Well then, it is time we start this battle. What do you say, Roz?
He just sounds like the Fed Dragon now.
I'm not gonna waste any time here.
You're talking.
What the hell? So you weren't joking. You actually did achieve the true Dragon Essence power. But how? I was worthy.
Whoa! Hachi Machi!
This is such a bad Goku, y'all.
This is one of the worst Goku.
I am calling it the worst Goku that he has ever created. Bar none with a bullet. I will. One of these days we should do a tier list.
Tier list.
We should do a tier list of T23s and Gokus. We gotta do it now. Cause this is going to the bottom.
Oh, big bottom.
This is the dude.
The crosses are so offensive.
But now, you don't got time
Has
to
this
talk about
T23?
Has this Go-Get 23 guy made anything good?
He's made nothing but good things.
How could you not call this good? Dragon Instinct to the top.
that. Let's see what you got. As Goku and Ross stare towards one another, and now their final battle begun.
Of course.
Ross been in charge right towards Goku as he tried to
Okay. I think this was commissioned.
Those feet
are crazy.
No, I don't think it was. I think this is a Goku render that he just recolored because those are clearly just shoes.
Okay.
That he put claws over.
That's cool. That's cool. That's what happened. Whatever happened here, it's the only thing. This is the only render he has for him.
Yes.
So that's why I believe it's at least he has somebody else do the work.
Or he did this render and just went, I don't have time to do a charging render.
You do like 2 weeks between your. This is the only render for him.
Sorry.
But Goku was able to.
Yeah, wow.
Okay, this is the worst.
This is the worst Goku that he has ever created.
This is the worst muff in the T23 universe.
Yes, by far.
I haven't seen all of them. I don't care.
I do.
Yeah, legitimately keep talking. It is purely for the love of the game.
As he withstand it, it felt like if the effect has switched. Goku was the one who's taking a hit but didn't feel a thing, while Roz is dishing out the hit.
Go back to the...
Hit him, but Goku was able to easily withstand it. It felt like if the effect has switched. Goku was the one who's taking a hit but didn't feel a thing, while Roz is dishing out the hit. Seeing that Goku wasn't phased by it got Roz to be really frustrated and said, "So this is the power of the true Dragon Essence, huh? You bastard have to show it off to me." Come on, Roz. Is that all you got?
What do you like? What do you like? What do you
Get
like?
this Goku off the screen, please.
There, I thought that you
Go
have
back.
way more power than. Come on, Roz. The true Dragon Essence.
I like that his eyes are the same color as his jacket.
Huh? You bastard have to show it off to me. Come on, Roz. Is that all you got?
This is so bad.
This is the worst Goku by far.
This seems like it is for us to again.
Yeah,
this
like
is
he
how
discovered
Trigger
us.
Felt of just like no. And then
This
he
can't be
he's
for
just
the
gonna
group.
come and was like, y'all believe this? And I'm like, oh, sorry.
will have way more power than this. This power feels incredible. I don't know how powerful I am,
Incredible.
but it's strong enough to put an end towards you. Goku went and punched Roz across his face, getting him to literally have his head almost exploded. But due to his super healing power,
So he's got time to do all these renders, 3 charging renders for Goku.
He just recolored. And again, look at him. But again, I don't mean to ruin the T23 experience for y'all.
Your power is incredible.
Yeah, it is incredible. But they all follow the chart of something happens, tragic, or you unlock your power, big transformation. What is this power? Goku brags. Goku almost kills him in one shot. Villain gets some sort of offense, kills, resolution.
Goku then chased after him as he went and kicked Roz in his stomach, getting his kneecap to break, but Roz managed to go and heal it too. From there, Goku started to attack him non-stop.
I hate
Each time Goku
this
hit him,
Goku.
Roz would heal it, as Goku
And I don't think I've ever said that, like, at least the other ones were fun.
It's really bad.
It's not even
it
fun.
Is a lime green, two really ugly green colored Gokus, and a horribly clashing red. I hate this Goku so much.
In the multiverse, Goku's always going to be there to stop it, as Goku wanted to spend time with his family and live on Earth peacefully. And when the time comes, if he ever has to use his power again,
there will
he
be
will.
no
But in the
peace
meantime,
when you
he
look
is
like
a true
this.
Dragon Essence Goku. Thank you very much for watching and supporting this series, as this is what I believe would have happened if the Super Dragon raised Goku. Made a nice spin-off story to this. Let me know what you guys think inside the comment section below. Did you enjoy the story, and what was your favorite part when it comes to the story? If you'd love to see more of these type of stories, please click the bell. I'll really appreciate it, and make sure you have this channel subscribed on your list. And if you feel like the channel isn't free later in the future, you guys can always unsubscribe. I'm Goku T23, and as always, my Z
Do you
fans.
know that lip pop
Have
that
an
I did?
insane day.
All right. God bless you, T23. You are the only king, and there will
Welcome
never be
to the-
anyone else. And it sucks that there will never be anyone
I just
else.
want someone a third as good
There's
as him.
not anyone, and there never will be anyone.
He's legitimately the greatest of all time. Legitimately.
He has no equals. He has no peers.
All right.
Quite frankly. And it's just crazy.
Yeah, like
that we live in the same generation. And this is how Mom felt staring across Jordan doing a half court dunk, just like, well, what am I supposed to do? How do I'm just some guy.
There will never be another Jordan.
Says, so One Piece what if for April next year?
We said this, but the April Fools follows the trend of whatever is going on for the channel.
Yes.
What ifs, house tour for DSP, the manga wins.
Whatever's outside of that very first one, whatever's going on in our channel for that year, whatever the big meme is, that's what it's been.
I still think that there will be no better DSP day than the house tour one.
No.
It was so good. But maybe we'll match it one day. Not one day, next week.
Next week is DSP week. Look forward to that, everybody. To the ones that don't, hey, get the out. Yeah. This man is a god. Where's the tournament of Goku?
Where is the tournament of Goku? Because we're going to have to sit there and do all of that. Because they won't let us not do it.
Yeah, no. They'll riot. They will come to the house.
It's going to be like when I dropped the Demon Slayer video and then Buzz went into Trigger's community. The video dropped!
It really will. They'll be like, don't stream nothing else.
Yep.
It dropped on a Thursday. Start the stream.
Y'all got 24 hours to respond, or
it don't count.
I do not like that blue crystal Pepsi freezer right there. That third 1, 2, 3, and then down right there.
Oh yeah.
That freezer. Can we see what that freezer's deal is? Jesus. Drop the tournament.
Legit, we're about to start going into his comment section like, drop the tournament.
Pizza Steak says, the ALXT23 addiction is crazy.
Y'all was asking for it. Obviously, you know, if you weren't asking for it, it's the royal you. It's the amalgamation of chat asking for it.
Hey, what the This is olden day stuff. Okay, it's
Oh, he
gotta
was
be.
golden.
He's there. This is golden. He's there.
Back. Go back a little bit. He might have. No, that's still golden.
How astonishing, Goku! You never cease to impress me.
I like him.
What the hell are you? This is a power that goes beyond a Super Saiyan Rose. Or you can just call this a Super Saiyan 3 Rose. Boo stared at Goku as he couldn't believe the power that Goku was giving. From there, Goku and Boo went and they charged at one another.
It makes sense. 5
Super
years!
Saiyan 3 Rose Goku went and used his ki
It makes
pressure.
sense that he wouldn't do it in the Tournament of Power, so maybe it is near the end.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the tournament.
That's definitely Jiren.
This is great. What? False advertising?
Hey, where's Frieza?
He's really been doing this
Eliminated.
for
Unit
5
Hizadala.
years.
Only
Yo,
and
where's
confront him.
Frieza?
Maybe skim the end more, I guess. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, look at that leg. Ooh. Ooh.
Please.
Yes.
Goku's done it, hasn't he? He's finally achieved it.
Oh, he just used the clips from the show.
It's astounding.
Wait, what was that other guy?
Form. There can be no doubt. This is the true power, complete in all its majesty. This is autonomous Ultra Instinct.
Wait, who's that?
Goku has done the impossible.
Wait,
He has
I
now
thought that was
mastered his
Jason Dunn. Go to the description. Who was that? He did a very good job. Was that AI? No, it's before AI. Who was that?
Look at that brilliant form. There can be no doubt. This is the true power, complete in all its majesty. This is autonomous Ultra Instinct.
Huh?
Goku.
Did he cameo Jason Douglas?
I was
Because
just about
that
to say
is a
something.
very good.
I was about to say maybe he did some shit like that. I don't see the Frieza, sir. Why would you fire that guy?
Legit.
Come!
No, he's back. He's back.
He said, "Get out of my planet, or else I'll kill you." I see you guys, man. I hate this foolish brother of mine. Not
Is it a fusion?
Oh, it might be a fusion.
so fast, Cooler. The Saiyans are mine. This brother of mine. Not so fast, Cooler. The Saiyans are mine. If you refuse, I will behead you. Oh, I see you have come, Cumber.
I see you have come.
There is only
I
one.
see you have come.
I will behead you. Oh, I see you have come, Cumber. And of course, have the Saiyan. Who
Who's
wants to
the
fight you?
boss?
Great.
Perfect. All you weakling Saiyans, come at me. I'm here to kill every one of you. Up.
Okay.
Oh, Golden Frieza. I mean, Golden Cooler final
My
form.
father had so much liking towards you. Well then,
Boy, what a watermark.
What a
Cooler went and he
watermark.
started to beat the shit out of Frieza. Vegeta went and he transformed to Super Saiyan Blue evolution as he went towards Cooler and he decked him in his face really hard. Cool. Final form. Everyone sensed his power as it was very overwhelming, and from there everyone got a little angels can
says,
do.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
You
see
talk
you
a
have
lot for a
come.
man who claims to have power. Daishikin went and he uppercut
Where's that
Heart in the face
Frieza?
really hard as he flew towards him, and
This
from there
is
he started to attack
crazy.
him. But Heart
Legit
went and he
false
used it after
advertisement.
image as he came behind Daishikin and he
Legit.
stabbed
All
him.
right.
Yep.
Hurting down.
Yep, we're out of here.
Did leave in disappointment.
As you always do. Stop coming to these.
I see you have come to the stream.
Hey, that might be the new transition. I see you have come.
Drop the Frieza!
All right, yeah. Enjoy the rest of your Saturdays. We are in out of here. Have a good one. DSP week, DSP day next week. Regular revisited this week. No longer
keep going.
no longer allusions to legitimate
Oh,
videos.
thank goodness, got it all up my system.
Yep. All right. Yeah.
Hopefully we get that canceled series thing going, because I really want to see some of them boys.
Oh, we can do that sometime in May.
There's the big buff MMA one that I'm just like, why was this canceled?
You know what? Let's shoot for a June date. That'll give us a month and a half. Just send me the list. Yeah, we could do right before DSP or the 14th, because we can do a regular stream, that special stream, regular stream, DSP day. So June 14th, we'll do the canceled manga stream stuff. Just send me the list.
I see you have come.
And Astro Royale will be part of it now. Fall No Volume
Rip
might not be
Bozo.
out, but we will get that.
Bozo.
Boy.
Pack Watch.
Pack Watch Rip Bozo.
Check Triggered posts.
For what? Unless it's something new. We've already seen everything.
Oh yeah, it is. Imagine beefing with somebody 3 years straight, and when y'all finally see each other, you start swinging on them and say, "Hey, bro, chill. It was an April Fool's joke. I wasn't being serious."
I thought he was done
Jay
talking
says,
about us.
Astro Royale
He
was
said
the
at the
shit,
end of the stream he
literally.
was done talking about us.
And it was an April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
And I achieved my purpose. You reacted to it. And I explained all of the things that was wrong with it and the thought process behind it. So that's...
You cannot believe, but that
Yeah.
just means you're stupid.
And number one, wasn't a beef.
Yeah.
Because we do the same thing that we've done to you, that we do to everybody.
I'm so
Never
tired of
forget.
him acting, because even like a year and a half ago, he was like, "There's no beef. It's never been a beef." But now we've been beefing for 3 years.
Yeah, no, there's no
We
beef.
react to your videos. The end.
This was not malicious. This was me laughing that I got you to do this. It's funny.
Yeah.
I'm not like, yeah, triggered the downfall now starts. Like, no.
It's
look
not
at this
like-
stupid.
It's not like YouTube has some thing where you can't show an image of something and we put a subliminal image in it so we can get your channel taken down or something.
And it wasn't like we were going, yeah, we about to drop this for real. This is what Triggered wants, and we're gonna, it's like, no. We said we're gonna drop it when we want to drop it. You're like, drop the video, drop the video, drop the video. It's like, yeah, here you go. Here is a fake video.
Yeah. And one day we will make a Demon Slayer video, a constructed, scripted Demon Slayer video, but it's gonna be on our time, like everything else we do. This was on our time. This April Fool's video, our time.
It was funny.
It was funny.
It was fun to do, and it was fun to watch Triggered react to it and act like it's serious, and the chat be like, "Wow, this guy is very stupid." All of that was very funny. I am not subject to the whims of Triggered going, drop the video.
Yeah, that person in our comment section was like, "Y'all jump when Trigger tell y'all to?" Well, there was definitely something.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. And that's that. And again, I asked the dude, just like, okay, we dropped the video, we're doing what he said. We don't drop the video, we're a coward. So this is a third option of, here.
We'll drop
There
a
you go.
fake video and see what you do with it.
Yeah. So yeah, there was never a beef. This wasn't about swinging on anybody or anything.
Yeah, I don't care what Trigger does in his free time, what he does
no.
online.
Again.
If he makes a video with stupid arguments, I want to talk about them.
It's never been about him. It's always been about his arguments, just like all this other stuff. All the people that we've done, the hundreds of videos that we have on our channel, we have nothing against most of those people, Triggered included. If Triggered dropped by right now, it's like, let's talk. I'd be like, okay, I guess we can talk for a second. I don't care. And it's not like, oh, let's squash the beef. She's like, what you got to say?
Yeah, there's no beef.
There's never been a beef.
I don't know what he's doing.
He's stupid.
He's stupid. He swears it's something it's not because we talk about him. You're stupid. We talk about stupid people and stupid things. That's what we love to do. That's what the channel is predicated on. It's drop the beef. If Trig doesn't Undead Unlock, I would 100% do that by myself because I love Undead Unlock. I love it.
It would be because Triggered is giving bad points, not because of Triggered the person.
He's put out a ReZero video. We hate ReZero. We've never watched that. I have no interest in watching it. He put out even the Dress Up Darling. I love Dress Up Darling. I've never revisited that. I don't care.
It's been Demon Slayer, JoJo. One Piece, if you drop that. But other than that, we're not farming this channel. Oh, was he? No, don't care.
Don't care.
Never a beef. If you believe it's a beef, believe it's a beef. I sat here and laughed as I explained doing stupid audio overlay. And if you want to consider that a beef, if you want to think I'm sitting there just like, oh, beef. No, I'm sitting there laughing making the
Chainsaw
video.
Man. But yes, that was voted. Fans vote on things, and he was mad about fans voting on things. Like they nominated vote on things. Sorry, they voted for you because you're stupid.
Live in that. He said he was gonna stop talking about us. This is a legitimate sneak diss. I guess it doesn't count, but hey, whatever. The difference in reactions. He goes to his community post and does 50 emojis. I'm sitting here laughing about a One Piece power scaling list that makes no sense. That's just the difference.
Yeah, like we did collectively like 25 hours on Dritz.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, dude. Stop being a baby.
It's legit baby stuff. He talks about us and female emotions and stuff, and then he goes and does stuff like this.
He can't stop doing this type of stuff. This is legitimately what young black men think women do. He does this blocking and unblocking, tagging and blocking, so you can see it, but you can't respond.
Talking when it was just like, I'm done talking to or about you.
Yeah, like, I'm done talking about them. Oh, wait, no, here comes the stream talking about them. Drop the female emotion.
Here's a community post days after you said that you were going to stop talking about it.
Legitimately 4 days later. Don't bring them up. I'm done with them. I'm not talking about them again.
But now when I have definitively proven that it was an April Fool's Day joke, now it's just like, oh, it was a joke. Yes, it was a joke. It was always a joke.
And he's talking about the beef starting on March 2nd. What is that? Did he go back to when we first started talking? Like, I truly don't know when we first talked about him.
It was never a beef.
Like, what is he talking about?
There was never a beef.
Dude, he's crazy.
He is. Legitimately unwell stuff.
Yeah.
But,
drop the One Piece vid.
Yep. Drop the video.
Drop the video.
Yep, we have beef against you, Triggered. Is that what you wanted to hear? And we're farming you and stalking you, and we're sad because we're ugly. You got us.
That's the thing. Like, if we cared, we wouldn't put ourselves on camera. I do not care.
I don't care.
I do not care.
Like I said, I got somebody super chatted. Trigger was like, "Oh, they're making fun of your gap." I'm like, I got a gap, and I don't care.
Yeah, we've never made fun of his gap. Yeah. What is he talking about?
It's just people stirring.
But no, even if you're gonna shit, like, do the things we say. Don't lie on us.
I don't like that stuff. But
like, we may. If you think telling him that this is a joke video is stirring, truly, that's the truth. It's a joke
obvious
video.
One as well.
But don't lie about things we said we do or said. Don't lie about it.
And I like how the community post is just like, hey, you say that it's a joke video. It's like, you still reacted to it. Are you not taking accountability of the fact that you believed it and acted upon it as such, that it was believable and real?
Showed up to the Harry Potter stream with a bonnet on. Truly no skip. I
don't care. We sat there for 11 hours.
And I love that thing.
It was a very fun.
I love that stream.
Very fun stream.
I love it. I love doing this, dude.
Yeah. And in the beginning, Millie was like, face cam win. And it wasn't like, oh no, it's like, we'll do it when we do it. Yeah. I know what I am. I ain't got hair. You ain't got to tell me I ain't got hair.
Yeah. My hair needed a retwist. It truly dropped the Kate. Yeah, like, I don't.
It's just legit sad stuff. That's all it is. It's like,
and when are you supposed to do that? Am I supposed to show him my DMs of women I'm talking to? Like, what is...
It's just like, get over it, dude.
It's true high school.
He just can't take being criticized.
He can't...
And nobody has done it on the level that we have.
He can't take being legitimately criticized. Because there's always going to be those people just like, you talk funny or something. And it's just like, you. And then you can cap on them because all they're talking about is you and your ability. Like, that type of thing. We are just taking your points and going, you're making bad points, bad, stupid points.
And we have come to the conclusion based upon that and all the interactions that we've had with you that you are stupid. And I will operate as such because he has shown me nothing outside of it. People are shaking him going, this is a fake video. He goes, no, it's not. I have this screenshot from not them.
So... he thinks we care about views and stuff. Look, all right, this is the gaming channel we have. I have a video with 1 million views. This channel is dead because I do not enjoy doing the gameplay stuff right now. But if I ever go back to it, if I ever get that feeling again, I will. Look at all these views. I do not give a this channel has over 3 million views lifetime. This is Dunzo. I basically had a gaming channel. It was for my fighting game stuff. So I just play fighting games and this type of stuff. Like this video. This is a random King of the Hill that I posted in September of 2013. It has almost 50,000 views. I do not give a about this stuff.
How sad.
How sad.
Yeah, it's and again, here's us talking about him, not talking about his appearance, not talking about he's
because I genuinely couldn't care.
I honestly don't care. But when he did our video, it was just like, oh, look at these guys, Mr. Clean. Like, okay, whatever, dude. Talk about what we're talking about. And I'm purely talking about the fact that you're still baby raging about this when you want to drop the video. Just like I am under no obligation to drop any video
because you say so. Yeah.
That's all.
Crazy bars.
Crazy bars.
All right. Yeah. So enjoy the rest of the
curtain down.
And Saturday, like I said, yeah, we have our plans. Canceled stream. Canceled Shonen Jump titles.
Yeah, boy.
June 14th.
Tentatively.
The runaway when he got to an actual point in the JoJo.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Enjoy, y'all. We are done, so it's time to eat, actually.
Did you see the comments of that dude that came in? It was just like, you guys suck, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, no, I'm not done streaming, by the way. But...
Oh, well, whatever. I'm glad I wasn't like, oh, I hate the slurs. But this dude writes all of this. Mm-hmm. It's just like, yo, you're claiming that it's a joke and stuff. And he writes all of this. And I started to write. And I was just like, well, that's just not in the spirit of what this video was. So he starts it off with, he streamed and responded and countered all of your points. And
then, yeah, I saw that. Where you like, just so pedantic, like, no, it wasn't all the points.
Yep. And I just a simple sentence. No, it wasn't all the points. Nope, he didn't watch a Nezuko point. You're wrong. He didn't counter all of them. Also, he didn't counter all of my points because he agreed with one of them. He's like, oh, he didn't. If you look up what countered mean, it was like, what you said that's not a counter. He agreed with me. It's just all just one sentence. And again, it's all just about having some fun.
And it is fun.
Yeah, we will away.
We will go watch Kevin.
We will don't happen in streams, so no we will.
Yeah.
Except for the we will that happened because of the
ooh wee.